yeah! Is it Tuesday already? Do we have to predict the final episode of The Bad Batch? Is it finally coming to an end? I don't think I'm ready for this. We only got one episode left of this Bad Batch Season 3 and the series total. One episode left. That is it. And tonight we are predicting it. Tonight we are giving the final predictions for the final episode of the final season of The Bad Batch. So how's everybody doing on this fine Tuesday afternoon? What's up, everybody? It's Mike, a guy who loves Star Wars. We got a lot to talk about today, and I mean a lot. There's so much that could possibly happen in this finale that we have no idea about, but we're going to talk about all of it. We're going to predict all of it. We're going to talk about, speculate, do everything about it. We're going to talk about it all. We're going to talk about it all because this is going to be quite the finale, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. We got to talk about who's going to die, who's going to survive, who's going to show up in this finale, what's going to happen in the finale, of course, the run times, and yes, we do have a giveaway today. It is the last stream of the month, and you know what that means. All you members get instant access to a giveaway, which is happening today, and it's the biggest one we've ever had in channel history. So what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing on this fine Tuesday afternoon? The hell's on my face? Tuesday afternoon. What's up? Let me open up the chat so we can see what you guys are talking about. Let's say hi to everybody. Let's say hi to everybody. Let's do it. All right, let's see who's in the chat. Maggie, what's up? Kit Fisto, how we doing? Opal Tube, what is up? Navarro, what is up? Kit Fisto in the house. B-Man, what's up? Trent, Wildcat, Star Lit, Mando United, Liam Neeson's in the house, Qui-Gon Jinn, Shadow, what is up? Master Beckham, Brandon, Soul, Fearless, Daniel, Space Mala, Jacob, Jay. Did I miss anybody? Did I get Ben, MC. I think I missed somebody. Who did I miss? If I missed you, just scream at me in the chat. Star Wars for Life, what is up? Okay, I think I hit everybody. That's a lot of people, but I think I got everybody. Zero Hearts, what's up? Dr. Hemlock Rose, how we doing? Ballprick 1888. Jason, what's up? All right, I think I hit everybody. If I missed you, just yell at me in the chat. That's fine. I can take it. I can take it. All right, let's start with something that is completely Derpy Entertainment. What's up? Derpy, it's been a while. Let's start with something that's completely unrelated to the Bad Batch. Not you, Jobber. Something unrelated to the Bad Batch. Now, it's not completely unrelated. It is another animated Star Wars show, but this is Tales of the Jedi. Give me a 1 into the chat if you saw the new Tales of the Jedi trailer that shows Darth frickin' Vader in the animated style of the Tales of the Jedi. Give me a 1 into the chat if you saw that. Tony, what's up? Oh, Tony's got that 6-month badge. That looks sweet. All right, let's go watch this trailer. Should we watch it? Should we watch the trailer? Should we? Oh, did I say Tales of the Jedi? Did I say Tales of the Jedi? Yes, Tales of the Empire. I meant Tales of the Empire. Yes. Okay. Should we watch the trailer? Yes. Okay. Let's watch the trailer. Before we get into any of this Bad Batch stuff, because the finale is going to be absolutely insane, let's watch the trailer. Pokemon Go Guy. What's up, Pokemon Go Guy? Says, new sub. Love your videos. I appreciate that. If you guys have not subscribed yet, what the hell are you waiting for? Let's make it. I made it. Oh, Stingray. Jesus, I'm out of it. Stingray, what's up? All right, let's watch this trailer. Should we watch the trailer? Let's watch it. Let's watch the trailer. Why not? All right. So this came out yesterday. This is a Tales of the Empire trailer. It drops on Saturday. So we got the finale to predict today. We're going to predict it like crazy. So let's just take a second to breathe and talk about Tales of the Empire because it's on Saturday. Only Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days away. Only 4 days away from now. And just because we have the Bad Batch season finale tomorrow doesn't mean that we don't have to get excited for Tales of the Empire as well. But we are going to focus mostly on the Bad Batch tonight, but we're going to watch this trailer first. Okay, let's watch it. Let's watch it together because Darth Vader's in it. Spoiler alert. All right, let's watch it. Let's turn up the volume. Boom.
Where is the Jedi hiding?
There is no Jedi.
Prove yourselves worthy, and you may join us. Attack! Why do you seek Imperial favor?
Revenge.
Tales of the Empire, available May 4th on Disney+.
So it's only a 30-second trailer. It's available on May 4th. It looks pretty awesome. I can't lie. It looks awesome. But there are a few new scenes in this trailer that we didn't see from the original trailer, and it starts with which sister is this?
Where is the Jedi hiding?
Well, it starts out with a assassin droid or whatever these things are called.
There is no Jedi.
But she's saying, "Where is the Jedi hiding?" Which sister is this? I'm completely blanking on it. It's the they're all sisters of a number of some sort. What fourth sister? Thank you, fourth sister. The fourth sister, and she's asking where a Jedi is, meaning we're gonna be getting some pretty cool stuff of Inquisitors in this Tales of the Empire hunting down Jedi, and that sounds pretty cool to me, if you ask me. But regardless, we're gonna see some Jedi. Now, we saw a Jedi in the original trailer for Tales of the Empire, but it looked like some Jedi that we have never seen before, and it's likely that this Jedi is going to die to the Inquisitors anyway, so it doesn't seem like they'll be that important. However, we could be seeing a very important Jedi in this Tales of the Empire show that we just don't even know about yet. Like, the Inquisitors might hunt down a Jedi that we know from the prequels that doesn't make it past this time period that could die in this series, which would be absolutely wild, but we'll have to wait and see for that. Regardless, it's a new scene. She's hunting a Jedi.
Prove yourselves worthy, and you may join us.
So we get another look at all these Inquisitors here. You got the fourth sister there. You got the guy who is the sixth brother, but kind of looks like Marok. And then you got the guy that Ahsoka chopped his head off in Tales of the Jedi the first season.
And you may join us. Attack! Why?
We didn't see that in the original trailer where she force pushes the Grand Inquisitor, which is pretty wild.
Why do you seek Imperial favor?
Revenge.
And then, of course, Darth Vader. So the grand reveal at the end. It's Darth Vader. And it looks like he's in the Inquisitor's base from Kenobi, because it looks like he's underwater sitting in a throne. Because if he was on Mustafar, it would be a lava-y planet behind him. But that's not what's going on here. This is clearly the Inquisitor's base. And it looks like he's got his own throne there, too. So he's got a throne wherever he goes, it seems like. But regardless, it looks like Vader's going to be beating up some Inquisitors. And it's going to be pretty awesome. Pretty badass. I mean, Vader looks as good as ever in the animated style of Tales of the Empire. Whoops. And then it gets get a close-up look at him there. What's interesting to me is obviously Inquisitors, Vader, Barriss Offee we haven't seen in like 10 years. Like, these characters are so cool, and we're looking forward to that storyline, what Jedi the Inquisitors are going to be hunting down at this time, like all that stuff. It looks really, really cool. And tell me in the chat, how hyped are you for Tales of the Empire? Comes out in only 4 days. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for Tales of the Empire? Tell me in the chat. But regardless, it seems like more people are excited to see Barriss Offee. I certainly am. Inquisitors, Vader, Barriss, sign me up. But the Morgan Elsbeth of it all has kind of gone under the radar. And I think Morgan Elsbeth, of course, she's going to get 3 episodes. Barriss is going to get 3 episodes, so they're split evenly. I think the Morgan Elsbeth side could actually be just as good. I'm more excited to see Barriss, but Morgan Elsbeth brings you General Grievous, brings you Thrawn, and it explains a lot of what happens with Grand Admiral Thrawn, how Morgan Elsbeth is able to communicate with Thrawn he's in Peridia, in the other galaxy with the other Night Sisters, and it leads us into The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian show is very, very cool. Don't get me wrong, it's one of the best things that Disney Star Wars has ever created, but there's a lot that happens like a few years before The Mandalorian that needs explaining, and Morgan Elsbeth is one of those big things with the remnant of the Empire and how she's related to that and how she's related to Thrawn and all that other stuff. So I think that'll be explored in Tales of the Empire. I'm super, super excited, but let's see where you guys are at. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are we at? I see some 10s, I see some 9s, 8.5, 8 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 6.5, very excited. The Wizard Cat says, it makes sense that Hunter spent the most time in... we're going to Bad Batch there, damn it. 10 out of 10 for Barriss' story and only 5 out of 10 for Morgan's. Interesting. Again, makes my point even more. 6 out of 10, that's pretty low. 9.5 out of 10, 11 out of 10, 11 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Yeah, I'm pretty damn hyped for this show. Obviously, the Bad Batch is tonight, so that's the top of my list. But this is not that far behind, and it's got me really, really excited in that trailer specifically as well. Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited. All right. Enough of that. 0 out of 10 for Morgan, but 10 out of 10 for Barris? Jeez, 0 out of 10 is crazy. You know Morgan brings you General Grievous and Thrawn, right? Yeah, just that alone makes me excited for Morgan. Not as excited as Barris, but you know. Beggars can't be choosers. All right, enough Tales of the Jedi. Enough of that. Let's switch gears over to the Bad Batch and let's focus in, okay? Lock in, everybody. Lock in, okay? We got about 2 hours of a stream to get to here, and that's all we have to predict what the hell's going to happen, how long this episode's going to be, who's going to die. Shut up, Chopper. I'm talking. How long it's going to be, who's going to die, who's going to live, who's going to show up, and where is it going to lead after the Bad Batch? We got a lot to get into, so let's start. Let's just start where we left off in the last stream with runtime. How long do you think this episode is going to be? How long? How long? Will it be 1 hour? Will it be 23 and a half minutes? Will it be an hour and a half? Will it be 66 minutes? Will it be 99 minutes? Where do you think it will end up here? Please, 1 hour, 45 minutes, an hour and 6 minutes, 40 minutes. Shut up, that rogue droid. Well, he just turned himself off, so we're good. They're all going to die. What's up, Ian? In 50 minutes, okay. 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours, 75 minutes, 1 hour. I want it to be 1 hour, but I feel like they're only going to give us 30. Interesting. 75 minutes, an hour and 20, 90. Interesting. Wow. All right, so let's pull this up then. Let's pull it up. I'm going to end this other poll about just smashing the like button, because if you guys haven't smashed the like button, what the hell are you waiting for? Let's pull this up. Do you think the finale will be over 1 hour? Yes or no? Do you think it'll be over 1 hour, 60 minutes, after the entire season has been around that 27, 26, 25 range for length of an episode? You think it's going to be over double that for an hour? Now, there's a lot of evidence to support that theory. Obviously, this season's only 15 episodes when all the other seasons have been 16. And it would make sense that this is kind of like a double up episode, but it's all in one, and it's just going to be like an hour long. So it's like 30 plus 30 is 60 type deal. Then there's the argument that it could be 99 minutes just because they want to do the whole Clone Force 99 type deal. I don't know. I really don't know. I am really, really hoping that it's going to be over an hour. But realistically, I could see it only being like 40 minutes, maybe 45. I could see it being on the shorter side, not shorter. It's not going to be 20 minutes. Let's put it that way. I could see it being around 45 minutes. The Rebels finale was 48, and that was long, I guess. I just don't see, obviously you can make the argument that season 1, episode 1 of the Bad Batch was an hour and 16 minutes, and that's a good argument to make. And maybe they start with a bang and end with a bang, or a long bang, I should say. But I really don't know. And it seems like 75% of you right off the bat think it's going to be over an hour. But that also means that 25% of you think not. Think it's going to be under an hour. I'm very intrigued because we're going to talk about a lot of stuff today. We're going to talk about who's going to die, who's going to live. We're going to talk about who could show up. We're going to talk about how we're going to get a lot of information revealed about Hemlock, the Zillo Beast, the toxic gas, what happened to Crosshair, maybe some clone assassin stuff, a prison break with Echo, Emery, Omega, and the kids. There's a lot to get into in this episode, and if it's only 25 minutes, it might be just way too short. But if it's 45, is that long enough? We got to ask ourselves these questions. When do we get upset about the length of this episode? All right, let's see where you guys are at. Mike, you spelled prediction right this time? Did I spell prediction wrong on the last stream? What? Did nobody tell me about that? I hope it's over an hour. Yeah, me too. Adam says, I'm hugging my dog and wait, what? Okay. TJ says it it will be a combination of 2 episodes because we didn't get a 16th episode this season. I think that's probably more likely what's happening here, and that's why I do think it will be over an hour, but I guess we'll have to wait and see for that one. Maggie says, it comes out at 3 a.m. here, and I like sleep, so I'm hoping for a 25 to 30 minutes. What? No, I'm waking up at 3 in the morning to do this watch party, and I'm ready to stay up till the next morning. I don't care how long it has to be. I'm staying up. Yeah. The Wizard Cat says, Tech will die once the Bad Batch talk to him about his story with them. What? Pretty sure Tech is already dead. We'll get into Tech in a little bit, but I'm pretty sure Tech is already dead. Pretty sure. Space Mala says, I hope it will be over an hour, but it probably won't. Interesting. And this poll has gone down to 69% of you saying, yes, it will be over an hour. Nice. And that would mean, of course, 31% of you say, no, it won't be over an hour. Starlet says, 25 minutes is what I think. 25 minutes? There's no way that we can do all that needs to be done in this finale in just 25 minutes. There's no way. Absolutely no way. Oh, yeah. As Maggie just said, did you see the Kiner's new tweet? I did not. But if Kiner or Jennifer Colbert or anybody who's working on the Bad Batch tweets out, you guys have to let me know in the chat. You have to let me know. Jackson says, I think it'll be an hour and 16 minutes. So you think it'll be the exact same as episode 1, season 1? Could be. Could be. Yeah, there's too much plot to cover. Exactly. Too much plot to cover. Will Echo marry Emery? I doubt it. Anthony says, Mike, I'm hoping it'll be the same exact length as the premiere, which was about 74 minutes. Of course, 99 minutes would be insanely good. And yeah, but 99 minutes is an hour and 39 minutes. So that seems a little bit unlikely. Yeah. Dust Trust says, it's got to be close to an hour for sure. Should be. TJ says, Mike, what is your favorite Jedi? Who's my favorite Jedi? Of all time? Ooh, that's tough. Favorite Jedi of all time. See, right off the bat, I'd take Ahsoka off the list because she's not a Jedi. I'd take Anakin because he turns into a Sith at 22. So I'd got to give it to, like, Obi-Wan maybe, Yoda, Mace, Qui-Gon. Like, I'm in that range because they stay Jedi. You got to give it to Obi-Wan, actually. You got to give it to Obi-Wan. Yeah, Obi-Wan. Yeah. Stingray says, did you see Jennifer Colbert's tweet? All right, we got tweets to go look at. Hang on. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, let's go take a look at this. Let's go take a look at this. Oh, geez. Here we go.
This is where the fun begins.
Actually, no, that's the wrong clip.
I got a bad feeling about this.
This is Jennifer Colbert's tweet. Couldn't decide between a cryptic tweet or a tease from the script. So, for the finale, you get both. The cryptic tweet is this from House of the Dragon, with a dragon opening its eyes, probably referring to the Zillo Beast, as one would assume. And the script, the line from the script is Plan 99. This is not going to be good, ladies and gentlemen. This is not going to be good. As Wildcats say, oh no. This is not going to be good. Plan 99, for those of you who are unfamiliar, is the same plan that Tech executed at the end of Season 2, when he sacrificed himself to save everybody. It seems as though one, if not many, of the members of the Bad Batch are going to be executing Plan 99 tonight. This is not a good... Now, this doesn't explain, obviously, who. It could be Crosshair. It could be just Crosshair. Could be Hunter. Could be just Hunter. Could be Wrecker. It could be just Wrecker. Could be Omega. Could be just Omega. Or it could be all of them. Could be every single last one of them. But why the dragon? Now, obviously, it's the most likely thing is the Zillo Beast. But this dragon, I mean, yeah, it's got to be the Zillo Beast. Let's be honest. It's the Zillo Beast. But this is not the only tweet that we have to go over. Jeannie from Tahini, what's up? What's up? When have any of our predictions actually come to fruition? We never know what's coming. That's true, and that's why we got to throw out some crazy predictions, because this finale might have some wild twists and turns that we have no idea are coming our way. So, yeah, that's what we got to do today. But regardless, let's go check out this other tweet that she just recently did, which is this. Mommy's very angry. And I believe this is from Jurassic Park 1, maybe? I don't know. Somebody said Jeff Goldblum's in the finale. Obviously, it's referring to the Zilla Beast. Again, 2 straight tweets referring to the Zilla Beast. We've seen the Zilla Beast in action before in the Clone Wars. It almost destroyed a big portion of Coruscant, almost killed Palpatine, almost killed Anakin. We've seen the Zilla Beast a little bit in Season 2 of The Bad Batch. It can do some damage. It can definitely do some damage. And if Omega and the others help it escape, then we're in a lot of trouble. We are in a lot of trouble. And I think the Zilla Beast will seemingly play a big, big role in this finale, as 2 straight tweets from Jennifer Colbert both refer to it. And she tweeted out earlier the official trailer for the first season of The Bad Batch, which is funny. Remember when? Let's go to Kiner now. Let's go to Kiner, the guys who do the music. Oh, yeah, this one. I saw this one. Yeah, so let's take a look at this. Have any of you, give me a 1 into the chat if you've seen this movie, the Puss in Boots movie. I haven't seen it. I've actually never seen this movie. I've heard it's really good. I know, I haven't seen it. But regardless, give me 1 into the chat if you've seen this movie, and help me out. What does this mean? What's happening here? I'm pretty sure this is when Puss is dying, right? Right? Somebody help me out. What's going on in this scene? What's going on? A Rogue One-like ending? Yes, definitely. We're getting a Rogue One ending tonight. Is it the wrong clip, or is it the right one from a certain point of view? Also, the clip from Jeff Goldblum is from The Lost World. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. So that's what you guys are getting from this too. There's 5 members of the Bad Batch and 5 people right here. Yeah. This is not good. Let's see what the comment section's saying. Oh, we got Jar Jar Binks first. That's always a win. Always win. Let's see. Okay. So the deaths are the Bad Batch, and Puss is Hemlock, right? Right? And Kiner says no. Because, yeah, so these guys are coming to kill Puss, right? So who would the 5 people here be? Oh, shit. Hang on. Let's take a second. Do you guys remember, we've been talking about it for weeks and weeks, the clone assassins. Of course, Hemlock has been talking about the next batch of clone assassins, so to speak, that are almost ready to come out, but in the last couple episodes, they haven't been ready to come out. Is it possible that this is 5 clone assassins coming after maybe Crosshair, maybe Omega, maybe Hunter, somebody along those lines? 5 clone assassins. It would actually make the most sense for it to be Crosshair, because he was the one who went through the clone assassin program with all the other ones. Do you think that this is possibly 5 clone assassins coming for Crosshair? Crazy theory. I don't know if it's that crazy, honestly. I think this is might be actually what's going on here. We've been talking about the clone assassins for so long now, and in the scene with Tarkin and Hemlock in episode 10, where he's talking about the next group of clone assassins, and he's looking at the armor that looks very similar to the Dark Trooper armor, you can't tell me that is... I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Let's see. Yeah, this right here. This. You guys remember this scene? I think we're going to see something very similar to the end of The Mandalorian Season 2, where all of these, not Dark Troopers, but clone assassins, but very similar to the way the Dark Troopers all showed up and Luke Skywalker had to come in and save the day. And that's not happening this time. Luke Skywalker is a baby. He's a 2-year-old baby. It's not happening. So it's likely that all the Bad Batch themselves are going to have to sacrifice themselves to save Omega and save the others to stop the clone assassins. Wow. So, yeah, that's not looking good, if you ask me. This does seem like there's 5 clone assassins or 5 some sort of bad guys coming after our good friend Puss in Boots here, which is not very good. Not very good. Oh, what the heck? What is that? All right, where were we? What else we got here? Puss is Omega. Ooh, that would be pretty bad. Omega dying? That would be not good. Here we go. All right, regardless, this is their other tweet. I think they made one more, maybe? This. Apologies if we ever post twice on someone's post. I'm surprised that doesn't happen. What? Okay, never mind. This is the big deal, though. And did they... Oh, wait. Did we look at this one? Oh, this was from the other day. So we got Bones Crunching. This is another Tales... not Tales. What the hell is it called? House of the Dragon reference. This guy's riding a dragon, which could be interesting. He's riding a dragon, right? I think so. Could somebody be maybe riding the Zilla Beast? Interesting. Bone Crushing. I don't know what that means. Regardless, it seems like a lot of people are going to die in this finale. The Zilla Beast is going to play a big role. Possibly the Clone Assassins will play a big, big role. A lot. A lot is going down tonight. A lot. A lot. Stingray says the dragon is from Game of Thrones. It died, then was resurrected, and then worked for the antagonist. So it might be how Tech died and was resurrected and now works for the Empire. Oh, so you're saying that this one from Jennifer was, when the Ice King resurrects him. It's from Game of Thrones, not House of the Dragon. So this is when the Ice King resurrects one of the dragons. If you guys don't know the Game of Thrones, the Ice King is the villain, and he resurrects one of the dragons as an evil dragon. That's what you're saying. So, yeah, that's pretty wild. The Zilla Beast, could it be that the Zilla Beast is evil? Or maybe it's something to do with Tech. I really don't know. That's a pretty crazy theory, though. Pretty wild theory right there. And I love a wild theory. Eric says, they look like the shore troopers from Rogue One. Who, the people dying? I'm confused. Appreciate you, TJ. Humpy, is that your real name? Says, that could be all 5 members dying, and Puss is us. I hope not, though. Yeah, I really don't know. It could be referring to clone assassins attacking someone specific. It could be all the Bad Batch dying, and us being like, oh, crap, that's not good. But it could be something else. We don't really know. There's a theory that Crosshair has another inhibitor chip implanted inside of him, and when it gets triggered, he will go into assassin mode. Yeah, I've talked about that theory at length. I actually made a full-on video that I got shit on for making about this possibility of Crosshair turning in this finale. Again, this finale would have to be way over an hour long to have Crosshair turn and turn back in just one episode. So I don't know if that's likely to happen anymore. Yeah. Puss survives and gets redeemed. Interesting. So that's what's happening in that scene. Keto, what's up? Says 45 minutes or more, please. I agree with that. Puss in Boots is Cad Bane. What? Soul says, the answer can often be found in other places and seasons, but I've been too busy rewatching season 1 and season 2, which is rather frustrating mostly because I have no idea what's going to happen. No idea at all. That's what's pretty wild. Like, usually going into a finale, you can predict what's going to happen. You can predict what's going down. You can be like, okay, this seems like it will happen. This seems like it won't happen. We have no clue. Crosshair could die, and we'd be like, makes sense. Hunter could die, we'd be like, yep, makes sense. Omega could even die, and we'd be like, a little strange, but it makes sense. Like, anything could happen in this finale. Anything. Absolutely anything. Yeah. Tech could return. Tech could literally return tonight. He could return tonight, and we'd be like, makes sense. Like, anything could possibly go down tonight, and we would be like, yeah, that's on par. That's pretty much what we're talking about. Yeah, why not? Angel says, what do I think about Hemlock as a villain? I like Hemlock as a villain. I'm actually disappointed with only one thing in this third season. Two. two things with this third season. The first is the lack of Chopper, obviously. And the second is the lack of Hemlock. Hemlock has obviously been in the season a lot, but I was hoping to get a lot more backstory for Hemlock. Just how he became what he is, I guess, the evil scientist dude for the Empire, and explain his freaking hand and why he's got a glove on it and why he's always looking at it. Like, I want some explanation to Hemlock. Maybe we'll get that in the finale. But I do like him as a villain. I just want more explanation for him. Yeah. You love my cup? Oh, thanks. It's a Mandalorian cup. I thought I'd drink out of a cup from a different show. I don't know. Thanks, I appreciate it. Hemlock mentioned having special plans for Crosshair, so maybe he made him immune to that special gas. I think the Bad Batch are going to be gassed by Hemlock and his special poison, but Crosshair will rise. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I like that theory, Jeannie. Yeah, the gas is definitely going to come into play. The gas that was at the end of Season 2, and Hemlock saying that he had big plans for Crosshair. I wonder what those big plans could have been. Yeah. John Groom says, if anything can happen, imagine if the whole Bad Batch joins the Empire. John, you've been on this one for a while. The Bad Batch turned into Task Force 99. I mean, yeah, anything can happen. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. I would just say it's unlikely. Yeah, unlikely. Omega dying would destroy me. Omega dying would be pretty wild, I must say. It would be wild. Yeah. Hemlock took Crosshair's hands. What? He still has his hands. They're just shaky. Hemlock is a poison that can cause tumors. Yeah, so I was hearing this. Hemlock is actually named after some type of poison. I did not know that. That's pretty genius. I mean, talk about good writing. Make the villain who makes a poisonous gas that he can withstand have the name of a poisonous gas. That's genius. Yeah. 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 I think he replaced his hands because of the gas and the experiments on himself. And maybe that's why Crosshair's hands are shaky. So you think under his black glove is like a robotic hand or something for Hemlock? That would check out. That would check out for me. Yeah. That would make sense. I feel like there's a clone of Crosshair that could be the assassin. There's a very good chance because no normal clone can outgun Crosshair. Well, Crosshair's not really at his peak right now. He's kind of going through some stuff. But yeah, I agree with you. The clone assassin is very good at shooting, to say the least. I appreciate the hearts, guys. I do. Oh, let's preface this before we go any further, okay? We do have a giveaway today. It will happen later on in the stream. And this giveaway is the biggest one we've ever done on the channel here. And is it a big one? So we were giving away, let me count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different items today. 5. The biggest giveaway we've ever done in channel history because the Bad Batch is coming to an end. We're coming close to 50K, and of course, it's the end of the month. So if you're not a member, you want to become a member, it's only 99 cents at the lowest level. Best way to support the channel, and you get instant access to this giveaway that happens later on in the stream. But we got 5 things giving away today, and that is, a clone of, pop figure, clone of Hunter, a pop figure of Hunter, a pop figure of Tech, a pop figure of Crosshair, a pop figure of Wrecker, and yes, you guessed it, a pop figure of Echo. No Omega, but the 5 that we probably think are going to die tonight. We're giving away all 5 pop figures later on in the stream. So if you are not a member yet and you want to get access for a 1 in 5 chance, or yeah, I guess a 1 in 50 chance or something like that to win a pop figure, go become a member. It's the best way to support the channel. The giveaways just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger every month because we get more and more members, so it's crazy. Regardless, that's the giveaway. It'll happen on the back half of this stream. Yeah. Just thought I'd get to that now. So if any of you wanted to become a member, you got time. The Wizard Cat says, I think that he has a chip implanted in that can trigger his exponential shooting abilities. Ooh, interesting. Adam says, does Hemlock use a straw when he drinks? He looks like a guy who would use a straw when he drinks, no? I would say yes. Great question. Dr. Hemlock says, why Thrawn is allowed to live / survive rebels and Hemlock has to die? Or why is Thrawn allowed to live and Hemlock has to die? I'm not saying that Hemlock has to die. I'm just more so saying that it's likely that he will. I mean, let me ask you guys. Give me a 1 into the chat if you think Hemlock is going to die in this finale. Give me a 2 if you're like, nah, he'll probably survive. I'm not even going to pull this one up because I think I know where this is going to go. I don't think we need to pull this one up. 1 is he survive, or wait. 1 is he dies. Yes, 1 is he dies. And 2 is he survives. 1 is he dies, 2 is he survives. I mean, look at all the ones. It just seems like we've gone down this path with Dr. Hemlock where his story is coming to an end tonight. Not that he couldn't survive, technically, but it just seems like either the Zilla Beast is going to kill him, Crosshair is going to kill him, the explosion of Mount Tantis is going to kill him. There's an endless amount of things that could kill him. Now, yes, he could survive like Thrawn does in Star Wars Rebels, but it seems highly, highly unlikely. Who's the best Bad Batcher? My favorite has got to be Crosshair. Yeah, Crosshair, I think. But we'll see. Or Rampart kills him. Rampart could kill him, Tom, for sure. Rampart could kill him. Yeah. For sure. Why not? Who is the most likely to die apart from Crosshair? All right, let's pull this up. We can start with who's going to die. I wanted to start with something more upbeat and lifting, but we can start with who's going to die because you guys are so... All right, let's start with it. That poll, by the way, ended with, do you guys think it's going to be over 1 hour? And, whoa, what the heck? And 64% of you said yes, the math is not mathing, but 35% of you said no. So that's actually way closer than I thought it was going to be. But I guess some of you are just being realistic, but we'll see. All right, who is most likely to die in the finale? Your options are going to be this. Crosshair. These are just the heroes for now, I guess. Crosshair, Hunter, Wrecker, and all of them. I only get 4 options on the poll, so those are your 4 options. Hunter, Crosshair, Wrecker, or all of them. There's a reason that Rampart got split up in the last episode. He's off with the Empire now. And these 3 are by themselves going into Mount Tantis. Even Echo is not with them. Echo's with Emery trying to help Omega escape with the Force-sensitive kids. There's a reason that these 3 are together. It's probably because these 3 are going to die together. But tell me what you think. Let's see. Right off the bat, over 50% of you, oh, it's dropping, but about 50% of you do say all of them. All of them. Which is pretty sad, to say the least. Echo's going to die. Let me ask the chat, because I can't just pull this up again. We just started this poll. Let me ask the chat. Do you think that Echo's going to die? Just a yes or no. Just a yes or no. Do you think Echo is going to die? Echo is still a very, very interesting one for me, because if he does survive, he's like not that close with Omega that it wouldn't really matter. Omega will, and probably still will, just leave Echo and go off with Ventress, if that's the possibility, if that's what's happening here. Do you think Echo will die? Yes or no? What do we think? No. I got a bunch of no's. I see a few yeses, though. I see a few yeses. My thing with Echo is just why kill him off? You just brought him back in Clone Wars Season 7. We thought he was dead for years, and then you brought him back in Clone Wars Season 7, turned him into a robot pretty much, and now you're going to kill him off again? I guess you could. Technically, you could kill anybody off, but why Echo? Crosshair, Hunter, Wrecker, it would be so meaningful because that's Clone Force 99. Echo is not a part of Clone Force 99. He's not CT9905. No. Actually, what is somebody tell me in the chat, what is Echo's CT number? It doesn't start with 99. He's not a part of Clone Force 99. Same thing with Omega. So it's more likely that the other 3 will die and they won't. Mace, Cameron, what's up? Catherine, how we doing? What's up? Yeah, it looks like the majority of you are saying absolutely not. Echo will not die, but there is a few people saying yes. Interesting. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. CT1409. Oh my God, it ends in 9. Coincidence? I think so. Echo CT 1409. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Dust Trust says there's two ways to look at Echo. First, you got to think about the time you killed him off, or he just came back. Why do you want to kill him now? It's about time you killed him off. Oh, I get you, because he's already been in the Clone Wars for so long. Yeah, but you just killed him off. You just killed him off and just brought him back. Why kill him again? Yeah. Is Hemlock going to die? I would say yes. I mean, I would assume yes. I would be very, very surprised if he didn't die. I would be. Would be very, very surprised. Yeah. Very surprised. But by the way, talk about surprises. 50% of you guys still think that all of those characters, Hunter, Wrecker, and Crosshair, are all going to die in tonight's episode. All of them. That's absolutely insane. Do you understand what that means? Are we going to focus on each individual death, or are they all going to die in a fiery explosion, saving Omega, saving all the others, saving the clones, saving the children, saving everybody? Do you understand what it means to kill off Hunter, Crosshair, and Wrecker? These characters that fans have grown to love so badly that they will be crushed. We've been talking about this as like a far off thing of, yeah, maybe Crosshair's going to die. Yeah, Hunter's probably going to die. Yeah, of course, they're going to die. It happens tonight. Tonight. In like 12 hours, they die. Or at least we think they're going to die. What? Like, this is just sort of now actually becoming a reality that these three characters are likely to die tonight. This could be the last time we ever see Hunter, Crosshair, Wrecker ever again. And maybe even more. Maybe even more. But we'll see. Soul says Ahsoka died twice. Actually, 3 times. Yeah, Ahsoka has died many times. I'll give you that. Ahsoka has died many, many times. 3 times, though? She dies in Ahsoka to Baylan Skoll. She dies on Mortis, and Anakin brings her back to life. What was the 3rd time? What was the 3rd time? We just hit 100? We hit 100? Can we get 100 likes on this stream? Imagine if the finale ended on a cliffhanger and there was a secret next series next year. No, I don't think so. They've marketed this as the end and as the final season of the Bad Batch since the beginning. I don't think they will do that. The only possible secret that they could be keeping from us is that there's a secret 16th episode, but even that I seriously doubt at this point. I think it's more likely that we're just going to get one long episode tonight. Yeah. Yeah. Stingray says, oh, how dare you put that into perspective? Yeah, it's tonight. This is happening tonight. And then it's all over. Like, we will never see, possibly if they all die, we'll never see Crosshair, Hunter, Wrecker, maybe even Echo ever again. That's tough. Like, that's going to be pretty sad. Now, I'm hoping that we get Omega and she gets extended into a different show and we get all this other stuff. But that's wild. Wild that we might never see these characters ever again and they die. What if they do a movie? B-Man, that would be kind of poetic and pretty cool, honestly. The Clone Wars era started with a movie. Why not end it with a movie? But I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. Because if they were going to do that, I would say that it would come out on May the 4th. But May the 4th is already taken with Tales of the Empire. They're not going to want to oversaturate the market on a specific day, which is May the 4th, Star Wars Day. So if Tales of the Empire wasn't already announced to be on May the 4th, I'd say maybe a secret 16th episode on May the 4th, or maybe a movie style thing on May the 4th. It would make sense because you started with the movie in the Clone Wars, and this is pretty much an extension of the Clone Wars. It's pretty much the end of the Clone Wars. It'll be cool, but I don't think so. I don't think so. No. Rose, what's up, says, I think of the movie Aliens when the 2 Marines blow themselves up to kill the creature. Yeah, exactly. Actually, that's exactly what I think is going to happen tonight. I think just add one onto it. You're going to have Hunter, Crosshair, and Wrecker sacrifice themselves to save everybody. Yeah. Adam says Crosshair would have won. Oh, maybe wanted, maybe something through the arc. Basically, nothing. Wait, what? This doesn't make English. Crosshair would have won through that arc for basically, went through that arc for basically, I got you, for basically nothing if it wasn't for, if he wasn't going to save Omega, and Hunter has been with us the whole trip, he has to die. So you're saying Crosshair would have been, if he dies, it would have been for nothing? Or you mean he's going to die because he went through all of this? No, I'm just kidding, Adam. Sometimes I can't read English, and sometimes you guys just can't type English. All right, Ellie brings up a great point, and this is where I want to go to next, okay? I'm going to leave that poll up there for a while, but let's talk about this. Who's going to arrive? Who's going to show up in this finale? The title of Episode 15 is The Cavalry Has Arrived. We've known this for quite a while now, since the beginning of the season. The Cavalry has arrived. Now, the significance of that line is, of course, it being Wrecker's first line in the first line of any of the Bad Batch characters in the Clone Wars Season 7 when they're first introduced. It's the very first line, and now it is the title of the final episode. Now, the Cavalry could be referring to two things. Two major different things. One, the Bad Batch. Because the Cavalry, when Wrecker is saying it in Clone Wars Season 7, the Cavalry is referring to the Bad Batch. However, if it is referring to the Bad Batch in this finale, it's probably because they're going to die. Now, if the Cavalry is referring to something else, i.e. Rex, Gregor, Hauser, maybe even Wolf, Fee, and all these other heroes showing up to save the day as the Cavalry, then that's a completely different story. Because then there's going to be this massive war on Tantis that could actually leave us with some members of the Bad Batch left living. And maybe only Crosshair sacrifices himself to save everybody else. If Rex is involved, and Rex and the others, I should say, if Rex and the others are involved in this finale, it changes almost everything. Because honestly, I think they're only going to focus on the Bad Batch, and Rex won't show up until the end to be a glorified Uber driver, as I've been saying for weeks now. I don't think he'll be a part of it. I don't think he will. I thought at one point he probably would have been. If the clone assassin turned out to be Commander Cody, he would get some cool fight scene with the clone assassin, and we'd be like, oh my god, that's Cody, and he'd be like, oh my god, I just killed Cody, and we'd be like, oh my god, Cody. But that didn't happen. And now it seems like all the Bad Batch are on Tantis. Rex has no idea where Tantis is. So it seems highly unlikely that we will be seeing Rex and the others, the Cavalry, so to speak, show up in this finale. And the Cavalry is probably referring to just the Bad Batch. But tell me in the chat, do you think the Cavalry of this title of the episode is referring to the Bad Batch themselves or Rex and the others? Actually, let's pull this one up. Let's pull this one up. Let's pull it up. Martha, what's up, Martha? The Cavalry is Senator Chuchi. She's going to show up guns a-blazing. That would be hilarious. Legislation and handing out pensions. That would be so funny. Okay, regardless. By the way, most likely to die in the finale, 42% of you say all of them. Or wait, Crosshair took the lead? 42% of you said Crosshair is most likely to die in this finale. Then 41% said all of them. 11% said Hunter. And 3% said Wrecker. How could you? You 3%, how could you live with yourselves? Thinking that only Wrecker is going to die in this finale? How dare you? All right, let's pull this up. What is the Cavalry? How the hell do you spell Cavalry? Cavalry? Yeah, that's how you spell it. Okay. What is the Cavalry referring to? The Bad Batch themselves. The Bad Batch or Rex and the others. Rex and the others. Oh, now you can't type English. Okay, Adam. Valid. Okay, which one do you think? What is the Cavalry referring to? What do we think? Bryant says, I'm sure it'll be Rex and his men he found along the way. But we saw almost all of those men die in episode 11. When the clone assassin comes in and blows up Teth and kills all of them, like Nemec dies, Fireball dies, and all the clones that he has kind of brought together on that base died, except for Rex and Hauser, pretty much. That was it. And Gregor, who wasn't there. So, yeah, it doesn't seem like he has much of an army, much of a cavalry to come bring in. Gungi and the Wookiees, that's an interesting question, or an interesting point. Are we going to see something very similar to Star Wars Rebels, where a bunch of very familiar faces from the first couple seasons come in to save the day with Rex? We go back to the line that Echo said, I believe in episode 6 now, feels like a millennia ago, where he told Omega that he's met a bunch of friends across the galaxy. Who those friends are, we don't know. Will those friends be willing to come help? We don't know. But we could be seeing something similar to Rebels, where we saw Hera Syndulla, Cham Syndulla in season 1. We saw Kanan Jarrus in season 1. We saw Gungi in season 2. We've seen a lot of familiar faces that the Bad Batch have either helped out or they've come to save or whatever it may be. Saw Gerrera also, that could show up with Rex at the end as a so-called cavalry. But I don't know. We'll see. What if Omega and the kids are actually the cavalry? It could be. It could be. I mean, they are all Force sensitive. Kanan Jarrus and the Pirates? The Pirates? Who are the Pirates? The baseball team? Caleb Doom, yes. The cavalry is the Zillo Beast. Could be. Again, the Zillo Beast is going to play a pretty big role here. Saw Gerrera blows up Tantis. It would be spot on for Saw Gerrera's storytelling if it was. Yeah. Force Hook says, it's probably going to be all the people that they saved. Gungi, Rex, Fee, etc. Interesting. Oh, just go down to the bottom. Oh, here you go. I want to see Scorch go down hard. Yeah, Scorch is an interesting one. He's obviously with the Empire, so he's probably going to die, but we'll see. The Wizard Cat says, Crosshair will die because the one that made the decisions is Hunter. So Crosshair will assume the leadership of the squad and will let Omega go with Ventress. Oh, Crosshair won't die is what you're saying. Because Hunter will die. Crosshair will become the leader and then let her go. I don't think so. I think Omega's going to be forced to go with Ventress at the end of this because she has no other options. Because all of her clone brothers just died. A Jedi equals the cavalry? Now that is an interesting point. We've seen countless parallels between this third season of The Bad Batch and The Mandalorian Season 2. From the Juggernaut episode to the one before that with the Marauder blowing up and Omega being captured. The same thing happened in The Mandalorian Season 2. Grogu gets captured and the Razor Crest blows up. A lot of similarities. The clone assassins are very similar to the Dark Troopers from Mando Season 2. There's insane amount of parallels between the two. Is it possible that yet again we could see another one where a Jedi comes in to save the day on Mount Tantis? Now, obviously, it won't be Luke Skywalker. He's just a child. He is just a child. Unless it would be really funny to see like a 1-year-old, 2-year-old Luke Skywalker show up with like a blue lightsaber or something. It would most likely be Asajj Ventress. And maybe even Gungi. But it would most likely be Asajj Ventress as she was in episode 9 of this season. And she became sort of acquaintances with the Bad Batch. So it's possible. It is possible that Asajj Ventress could come in here. Ian says, why do you want everyone to die, Mike? You know what, Ian? I don't. I want a happy ending where everybody survives and no plot ever happens. You want to know why I want everybody to die? You want to know why I want people to die in this show? Because it will be entertaining.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Oh no. Clip it. Okay. No, I don't want everybody to die, obviously. I love these characters. Hunter has become one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. He's obviously my favorite member of the Bad Batch. I want a bright future for Omega as well, possibly in an Omega and Ventress show. I'm just being realistic, okay? I don't want them to die, but of course, Jennifer Cobert and Kiner Music have been teasing out that they're going to die for the entire freaking season. You're going to sit here. You're going to sit here and look me in the face, look me in the eyes, and tell me that this tweet right here doesn't make you think that everybody's gonna die. I mean, Plan 99 is in the frickin'... It's a line from the script that Jennifer Colbert has leaked out. What's up, Alex? How we doing? Could be Ahsoka. All right, let's touch upon Ahsoka Tano. I almost put Ahsoka Tano in the thumbnail of this video, but I was like, that's just way too clickbaity, even though I was like, it's a possibility. We went over this in a live stream last week. I was like, Ahsoka is shown in Tales of the Jedi fighting against the Inquisitor, chopping his head off, and then rejoining the fight, rejoining the rebellion, so to speak. It's before the rebellion even started, but rejoining the rebellion. Would it be possible, because that takes place before the Bad Batch, would it be possible that Ahsoka could be a part of this finale? Now, I'm not saying she will be, and I'm not even saying that it's going to happen, but I'm saying, is it possible that Ahsoka Tano, let's be honest, guys, it's a Dave Filoni produced show, and you know how much the guy loves Ahsoka Tano, and you know how much we love Ahsoka Tano. Is it possible? What do we think? What do we think? We hit 120? Oh my God, we hit 120? The record is 127, I believe, so keep that watch. Keep that watch. 127 viewers at the same time. If we break that, I need you guys to just scream at me in the chat. Go. All right, let me ask it as a direct question. Yes or no, will Ahsoka Tano be in the finale? Yes or no, you tell me. Yes or no, and stop spamming yes, B-Man, or I'm going to have to mute you. Just a little word to the wise. Spammers get put in a timeout. Yeah, I see a whole bunch of no's. Now I see a bunch of yeses, but that's all B-Man. I actually agree with that. I don't think Ahsoka Tano will show up in this finale, although it would be cool. But why? Like, she's not connected to the story at all. It's way more likely that Asajj Ventress would be involved. Yeah. No worries, B-Man. Just warning you. Just warning you. It's way more likely that it's Asajj Ventress. Asajj has connection to Omega. I think this show will end with Omega going off with Asajj. It's far more likely that Asajj Ventress will be in this than Ahsoka. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's talk. By the way, 60%, 60-40 right now. That's pretty close. But 60% of you guys think that the Cavalry that this title is talking about is referring to Captain Rex and the others over the Bad Batch, which is actually interesting to me because I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think Rex isn't showing up until the end, and he's just showing up to pick up Omega and the others. He has no army. The army's gone. We saw the army get almost completely destroyed in episodes 10 and 11, was it? The episode with Teth and the clone assassin coming in and Wolf coming in. They all died. There is no army. There is no help on the way. And that's why the Bad Batch are all going to sacrifice themselves to save Omega, because there is no help. No one's coming. It's like the end of Rise of Skywalker. When Poe's like, nobody's coming, and then everybody jumps through hyperspace and Lando comes in and everybody's like, oh, here's the... That's not happening. The Bad Batch are on their own. This is it. It's the Bad Batch, Clone Force 99 versus the world right now. And that's what this finale is going to be all about. There are millions of clones. That is true. There are millions of clones, but they're scattered way too far across the galaxy that there's no way that Rex can find all of them. And some of them are still working for the Empire. So that doesn't really help either. Yeah. That doesn't help anyway. Rex in what army? Exactly. So unless Rex is coming in just as his own single-person army, then I doubt it. What if Zero the Hutt is on Tantis?
Incorrect.
Zero the Hutt, really? No. May says, are we going to talk about the whole George Lucas coming back to Star Wars thing? We can touch upon it a little bit. I mean, obviously, if you guys don't know, Star Wars Theory had an interview with a guy who worked on the original trilogy and even the prequel trilogy, I think. He's the creator of the lightsaber, so to speak. Richard, damn it, I forgot his name already. But regardless, somebody help me out in the chat. He was saying, maybe it's not even Richard. Did I get the first name wrong too? Regardless, he was saying that George Lucas is behind the scenes in talks to come back to work on Star Wars. On a show, actually. Now, whether that's true, we have no clue until it's revealed, but we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah. Has Ahsoka ever met the Bad Batch? No. So yeah, she wouldn't really have any reason to be there. Friggins What's Up says, we probably won't see Ventress until the epilogue. Interesting. Let's pull that up. You know what? I want to pull it up. Let's pull it up. Why not? What about the Force-sensitive kids? Are they going to go with Ventress as well, or what? That's a good question, Elo. Or EO, sorry. Elio? 420? Whatever. It's a great question. Will they go with Ventress? I would say yes. I think it's going to set up the next show with the hidden path with Omega and Ventress and all that stuff. So I would say yes, but we have no clue. So I just ended that poll. What is the Cavalry referring to? 61% of you, the math is not mathing, 61% of you said Rex and the others, to only 38% saying the Bad Batch, which is pretty interesting to me, honestly. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Guess we'll have to just wait and see. All right. Now we're getting into specifics. Will Asajj Ventress be in the finale? Just a yes or no. Will Asajj Ventress be in the finale? What do we think? And while you vote on that poll, can I get some good cups follow orders in the chat, please? Bum, bum.
This is where the fun begins.
Oh, yeah. So if you guys don't know, we're almost at 50K subscribers. We are at 49.7, I believe. 49.7. We are only 300 subscribers away from 50K. And this cup at 100K, so not even halfway there. But at 100K, this whole cup will be dumped on my head, as most of you know. But if you're new around here, this whole cup filled with water, cold water to the brim, will be poured on my head at 100,000 subscribers live on stream. So yeah, let's get there. Let's get there. Should we do something epic for 50K? I feel like we got to do something cool. Maybe not dump the cup on my head. Definitely not dump the cup of water on my head, but something cool. We should do something cool. We can think about it together. Yeah. All right. Right off the bat, 70% of you say yes. Asajj Ventress will be in this finale. I actually agree with you. I think Asajj will be in it, but not in the way that you think. This is not going to go the way that you think. I don't think she'll come in as the Cavalry and save the day. No. I think she's more likely to come in just in the epilogue, just in like maybe the final scene, just to take Omega away and start the next show. That's far more likely. She's not going to come in and save the day. The Bad Batch are going to have their own sort of final moment together, and it won't be interrupted by a lightsaber wielder. Because if Ventress were to show up on Tantis, then the Empire would send help. Inquisitors, Vader, Palpatine, anybody, they would send help. They would absolutely send help. I gotta say this because it just popped into my head. I looked over here and it shows my current count of current viewers, like it does, and it said 115. And for a second, my brain had been so used to, for a year and a half of me streaming, it just saying 15, because 21 was the record as of a few months ago. And it just clicked in my head that there's 100 of you here, so I appreciate you. And can everybody just say hi in the chat? Can I just get 100 different, don't spam it, 100 different people in the chat saying hi? Just like hi to each other, hi to me, hi to somebody. Are you guys real? Are you real? It's wild. It's wild, and I don't get it. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know, but I don't get it. I don't get it in the slightest. Okay, so it looks like you're all real. Unless you're all bots just saying what I want you to say. Can you say, Uta Misa Jar Jar Binks Usa Yusa? Look at all these highs. Oh my God. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Okay, regardless, I appreciate all of you. Let's get back to business here. Omega and Crosshair will survive and deliver the children to Ventress and Quinlan Voss. Well, I think Omega herself will deliver the children to Quinlan Voss and Asajj Ventress, but Omega will stay with them. Yeah. 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 Andre, or is it Andre, or and Rexter 2020? I don't know. It could be Andre Exter or and Rexter. I have no clue. But the last episode of the Bad Batch season 3 is going to be 20 to 22 minutes. No. If it's only 20 minutes, that would be a disaster. Yeah. Yeah. Ian says, Lucas on the set for The Mandalorian. Yeah, George Lucas was on the set of The Mandalorian and the set of the Book of Boba Fett and the set of Ahsoka. So Dave Filoni is the key there. Dave Filoni worked with George on The Clone Wars and has been integral in creating all the greatest Star Wars content that we have today. But he's the apprentice of George Lucas, and he keeps George Lucas around, which is the best. So, yeah. Avalon says, is Luke's school set up in this time period? If so, maybe the kids will go there. Well, Luke's school doesn't come around for another, 40 years? I was going to say 30 years, but I think it's closer to 40 years, maybe even, for a long time. Or maybe it's 30 years. 30 years. Luke's school is not set up for a long, long time. Yeah. Oh, what the hell? Bro, my audio is broken? I don't think it is. Are we good? Where's the audio at? Are we good? I don't think my audio is broken, and I think I just got to time out this guy. Is my audio broken? No, it's not broken? Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. I hope you found it funny because you're getting a 5-minute timeout. I appreciate that, guys. I was very confused. You know I don't like spam. Yeah. 50K for a Wookiee impression? Well, I told you guys, if you want me to do any impressions, you just got to send a super chat. I'm willing to do any impression. It won't be good. I can guarantee you it won't be good, but for any amount of money, any amount of super chat, I'll do an impression, a Star Wars impression. Let me pause right there. A Star Wars impression. But regardless, yes, I'll do a Star Wars impression. I agree that they're going to connect this to the hidden path, and personally, I'm very excited to see Tanalorr and Cal Kestis training Padawans. How far are we from that timeline? We're about 10 years. We're 10 years away from that. 10 years away. Is it 10 years? It's got to be 10 years because it's the same time period as the Kenobi show, so about 8 years. 8 years away from Tanalorr and the events of Star Wars Jedi Survivor and Kenobi. Yeah, we're pretty far away from that. Yeah. Can I do a Hunter impression? I told you guys, I'm not going to be good at impressions. But if you want me to do them, I'll do them. Yeah. May says, have a dance party when you play Star Wars Celebration music on repeat until you get copyrighted. That sounds like a horrible idea. Friggin says, smash that like, you nerf herders. Exactly. Do that. Come on. Asajj won't be, but her teachings and talking to animals for Omega will be used. Interesting. That brings up the Zillo Beast and possibly Omega taming said Zillo Beast. Give me a 1 into the chat if you think Omega will tame the Zillo Beast in this finale, and give me a 2 if you're like, no way. Absolutely no way. What do we think? Or what if she uses all the kids together to tame it or something like that? Do you think Omega will tame the Zillo Beast? Yes or no? 1 is yes, 2 is no. What do we think? Wow, I see a lot more 1s than 2s. That's actually really surprising to me. You guys think Omega will tame the Zillo Beast? Should we pull this? Let's pull this up, actually. I'm intrigued now. I'm intrigued now. You got me intrigued now. You got me intrigued now. Mike, our building has brownish water this morning? That's disgusting. That's horrible. That's pretty bad. Okay. Let's see where we're at with this. Do you think Omega will tame the Zillo Beast. Yes or no? I thought you guys were all gonna be like, no, absolutely not. But let's see where this poll goes. Let's see where the poll goes. Dave Filoni is George Lucas's Padawan. That is true. Child armor, yes, of course. Child armor is a little strange here. Now let me blow your guys' mind, as if I haven't for the last hour and 10 minutes. Let me blow you guys' mind. Omega revealed this to us halfway through the show. She is older than every single member of Clone Force 99. So she's way older than Hunter, Wrecker, and Crosshair, and probably even Echo, even though Echo's an earlier clone. She's older than them. So talk about killing children. If you guys are right and you think that all of the above are going to die of Crosshair, Hunter, and Wrecker, then they're going to be killing children. Just because they look old doesn't make them not younger than Omega. So the whole child armor type deal where no kid can die in Star Wars, it's already over. Tech died last season, and he was younger than Omega. So shove that up. I
got a bad feeling about this.
Shove that nowhere, okay? Yeah. Avalon says, I still firmly believe after listening to everything that it's going to be a Rogue One ending. I agree. I don't think they're all going to die, though. Just like, I mean, I guess not all of them die in Rogue One. All of the main characters in Rogue One die, but obviously the rebellion still lives. I think that Omega will survive, and we'll see some other people survive as well. Abby, what's up?
Hello there.
Yeah, I do think it's going to be a Rogue One type of ending. And let's be honest, guys, endings where it's like Rogue One or the bad guys win are the best. They're the best. It's not that we want to see our heroes die or we want to see the bad guys win. It's just more intriguing that way. Think about the best Star Wars movie. Drop your favorite Star Wars movie in the chat right now. What's your favorite Star Wars movie? Favorite Star Wars movie ever? Go. What is it? What do we think? Mine is Revenge of the Sith, and it's like hands down. I mean, I guess not hands down. Very close second, I should say, is Empire Strikes Back. And actually third on my list is Rogue One. Very close behind it is Return of the Jedi, but it's Rogue One. Rogue One is my third favorite. All right, let's see. We got Rogue One. Oh, 2 Rogue Ones is favorite? The Phantom Menace. Interesting. Are you going to go see it? It comes out this weekend. Revenge of the Sith, Return of the Jedi. Revenge of the Sith and Return of the Jedi. Empire. Episode 3. Return of the Jedi. Episode 3. Empire Strikes Back. Return of the Jedi. Revenge of the Sith. Rogue One. Rogue One. Yeah, so it seems like the majority, from what I'm seeing, Empire, Revenge of the Sith, Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, Episode 1. So it looks mostly Revenge of the Sith, probably the most. Then probably Empire or Return of the Jedi the most. Then I actually see a lot of Rogue Ones. Empire, Revenge of the Sith, yeah. Yeah. What do Revenge of the Sith, Empire, and Rogue One all have in common? The bad guys win. The good guys lose, or maybe somebody dies, or whomever. Revenge of the Sith, you have Order 66. The whole Jedi Order falls. The bad guys obviously win that movie. Empire Strikes Back. The Empire is striking back. Luke finds out that Vader's his dad, gets his hand cut off. Han's put in carbonite. It's a pretty big loss for the heroes. In Rogue One, they all die. So, not to say that those are the 3 best movies. Like, that's obviously an opinion of mine. But it also adds up that the 3 best movies in the Star Wars franchise are just so happen to be the ones where the good guys lose. And I think that's going to be a very similar end here to the Bad Batch Season 3. And it might just make it the best season of any animated Star Wars show. It could do. It could do it. But we'll have to wait and see. But I agree. I definitely agree that it's not that a Rogue One ending is something that we want. We don't want to see these characters die, but it's something that would be so good that we'd watch it over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, 100%. Wow, it's crazy how like, it's insane because we try to make a positive community around here. It's insane to think that people crap on other people for what they like and dislike in Star Wars. I just asked you guys what your favorite Star Wars movie is. And yes, a lot of you have very similar ones, but there's only 11 to choose from. And you all sort of had different answers. Some of you said Rogue One, some of you said Episode 3, some of you said Episode 6, but you all had your own different opinion. And if I was just to sit up here and go, no, you're all wrong. If you didn't say Revenge of the Sith, you're an idiot. Then, like, why would you want to listen to me? It makes no sense to me that people crap on other people for their Star Wars opinions. Guys, it's Star Wars. The whole point of it is to have your own opinion. The whole point of it is to like what you like. So if you like a certain movie more than another one, what about Solo? I know, nobody said Solo. Where's the love and respect for Solo? But yeah, no. Solo is a good movie, but it's definitely not near the top of my list. Yeah. Mandalorian Legion, what's up, says, I don't know if you've heard this yet, but apparently the gif of the dragon with the blue eye died and was revived using the enemy's means. Could be tech. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit with Jennifer Colbert's tweet. It does seem very intriguing. Yeah, to say the least. It does seem very, very intriguing. That this is, because she could have chose any dragon opening its eyes. It happens in The Hobbit. It happens in Game of Thrones multiple times where it's not the blue dragon or the blue-eyed dragon that's dead and being brought back to life. So it could be referring to, obviously, Tech maybe, or maybe even somebody else coming back to life. The Zilla Beast maybe, if it dies and comes back to life. The Zilla Beast that's on Tantis right now is a clone of the Zilla Beast from The Mandalorian. I mean, not The Mandalorian, from the Clone Wars, Jesus Christ. Because the Clone Wars, Zilla Beast dies at the end, and they clone it. Yeah, so guess we'll have to wait and see. Could be Tech. Could be Tech. Oh, Rose with a very generous $2 holler. Very first ever super chat from Rose. I appreciate that. It says, can you give us your Crosshair or Cad Bane impression? Oh, jeez. You guys are actually going to make me do impressions? I'm so bad at impressions. Okay. That's tough. I'm going to have to listen to an impression first. Hang on. Let's go watch a clip from the Bad Batch about Crosshair talking. And then I'll try my best. You guys don't want to hear me do impressions. They're so bad. Whoa, that's very loud. That was very loud. Let's just watch this trailer again. Why not? Because this has the one line that Crosshair hasn't said yet. And let's watch it.
Highest targeting us. If we all go in, we're not all making it out.
Damn, this is going to be really hard. I am so bad at impressions. Okay, let's hear it. If we all go in, we're not all making it out. Let me listen to it one more time.
If we all go in, we're not all making it out.
This is going to be so bad. Damn. I got like a semi-good Palpatine, I think, growing in the background, but that's about it. Crosshair. What about Cad Bane? Could I do a better Cad Bane, maybe? Cad Bane kind of talks like this. You know, he's got like a little bit of like a southern type of like a lisp. It would be great if I had the toothpick in my mouth. That would be a lot better. Toto. Where's the kid, Toto? I don't know. That's awful. That's so bad. I apologize. Rose, I want to like give you your money back. That was horrible.
I got a bad feeling about this.
All right, I take it back. If you guys send super chats, I really appreciate it, but these impressions are going to be terrible. So unless you like listening to really, really bad impressions, don't send your money. Send your money, just don't ask for a super chat. Hey, Toto. That's awful. I want to get good at impressions. Hey, Toto. Hey, Toto. Now I'm just going to be doing that for the rest of the night. Hey, Toto. I appreciate it, Rose. I really, really do. It's very, very generous. My Crosshair would have been so bad. Yeah, that would have been awful. Yeah. Jackie says, weird. I don't have Attack of the Clones in my cinema listings. No, Attack of the Clones isn't coming out. It's The Phantom Menace. Phantom Menace is being released this weekend. It was a good Cad Bane? Was it a good Cad Bane? Was it good? Was it good? Thanks. I thought it was terrible, but thank you. James says, funny thing is I do a perfect Cad Bane impression. I was actually with my friends, and a guy wanted me to do the voice of Cad Bane in the series. That's how good I am at it. That's awesome. Yeah. Lower your voice for Cad? How low? That's better than I could do. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Then, okay, fine. Then we'll go back to it. If you guys send in super chats, I'll do the impressions to the best of my ability. Just make them funny, I guess. So it'll be more fun. I can kind of do Yoda. I could do that. Yeah. 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 I'm surprised Jennifer and Kiner are allowed to post these actual teasers, considering Disney is strict with spoilers. Well, here's the thing. They run the show. I mean, Jennifer runs the show. So I actually think that this is helping the Bad Batch way more than it's hurting. Think about it. Every time they tweet, everybody's like, oh my God, what did they tweet? What does this mean? Everybody's speculating. It's genius. Actually, I hope they do it with every show moving forward. I hope every creator does this because it gets people speculating every single week, every single day. We get to see a tweet that is referring to what's to come. It's very, very cool. And it's awesome. Yeah, I think it's genius. Obviously, Disney's allowing them to do it because it's probably in their contract, and it's definitely, I would say, helping the numbers, and that's why they keep doing it. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Nolan, or Jaden Nolan. I appreciate that. I'm a dirtbag? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Hemlock being a beast? Hemlock being a beast, or Hemlock is going to be eaten by the beast? Do you think Omega will tame Palpatine? No? All right, let's go to the next person then. By the way, 66 votes on this. That's pretty cool. Let's end this. All right, let's end that poll. Let's pull up the next thing. I want to know if you guys think Palpatine will show up in this next episode, or in the finale, I should say. Will Palpatine show up in the finale? Whoa, that's not how you spell finale. Finale. Yes or no? Is Emperor Palpatine showing up in this finale? What do we think? What do we think? Dinosaur says, I'm excited, nervous, scared, happy, and sad for the Bad Batch. Yeah. It's a lot of different emotions running wild. Stingray says, I'm seeing Attack of the Clones in theaters. Actually, my dad didn't want to drive to Toronto to see The Phantom Menace. Wait, Attack of the Clones is in theaters for you? Oh, I get you. Yeah, so on May the 4th, I believe all the Star Wars movies are being released in some theaters. Like, it's a marathon all day long, if that's what you're talking about. But The Phantom Menace is out for all weekend. That's just on May the 4th. I just got Star Wars Blue Milk. That's awesome. That's awesome. Impersonate Yoda. You can. Oh, I get it because it's backwards. Hilarious. Funny. But there's no super chat involved. Abby says, it's so cool that you can do impressions of characters. I can't. I literally cannot. I'm telling you straight up, I cannot. But I'll do my best. Adam says, when A New Hope first came out, I always put blue dye in my milk. Really? Interesting. Jackie says, I'm kind of predicting an exegol epilogue. Yeah. So I ask, do you guys think Palpatine will show up in the finale? Right off the bat, it's about 50-50, actually. Wow. We are very, very close here. I don't think Palpatine will be on Tantis. I don't think he will show up in the fight at all, but we will see some sort of epilogue where we see Palpatine either go to Exegol or at least come to Tantis and realize that it's been destroyed. I would love to see him go to Exegol. Seeing that in animation would be really, really cool. But it would also establish that Palpatine has realized that there's nowhere safe in the known galaxy. He's going to have to go to the unknown regions, to a Sith planet that's hidden, that nobody will ever be able to find until they all find it. That nobody will be able to ever find, and that is Exegol. I would love to see that at the end of this show in some sort of epilogue type fashion. We could be really getting like an hour-long episode, but around the 40-minute mark, the Bad Batch are already dead. and the rest of the show is setting up what's to come, setting up Palpatine, setting up Asajj Ventress and Omega, setting up everything else. So there might be a long sort of epilogue type ending that would be the back half of the show. So all the action might start right away, and the second half of the episode might just be setting up what's to come. Yeah. Do you think Rey will fight Jar Jar, the Sith Lord? Yes. That's actually going to be the main plot of the Rey movie. Yeah. Is the Zilla Beast a vegan? No. I don't think so. The blue milk was only at Disneyland, but now it's everywhere. Yeah, I saw that. It's in supermarkets and whatever, grocery stores everywhere. Yeah. James says, usually I would say Vader, but this season of The Bad Batch takes place a year after Revenge of the Sith, so he would be dealing with the Jedi. I don't see him wasting his time showing up to deal with these clones. Interesting. I think because Palpatine said in episode 3 that this is the most important thing to him and to securing the future of the Empire, that it's likely that he will send maybe Vader or maybe Inquisitors or maybe something else to come help on Tantis. But it also could be that Palpatine doesn't know about it. Palpatine doesn't know that Tantis is under attack. He doesn't know that the Bad Batch are this big threat. Because right now he doesn't know about Omega. And if he does find out about Omega, then things will change. But for now, he doesn't know. Yeah. Abby says, who else is staying up late for the final episode? It comes out at 2 a.m. my time. Yeah, it comes out 3 a.m. my time, but I will be live for the watch party as always at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so whatever time that is for you. I will be live 15 minutes before showtime, and we will watch it together live. So come by the watch party. I can't wait. It's going to be absolutely insane. I can't wait. I'm losing my voice, though, so I'm going to take a long sip of water.
This is where the fun begins.
Yeah. Will Sid kill Hemlock? Okay. I hate to say it, but let's ask the question. Do you think that Sid from season 1 and season 2, do you think Sid will be in this finale? What do we think? Do you think Sid, give me 1 into the chat if you say yes, 2 is no. Sid, yes or no? 1 is yes, 2 is no. 1 is yes, 2 is no. I better see all 2s. If I see a single one in the chat right now, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to end the stream. Oh, look at all those 2s. Actually, this is Genie from Tahiti. Are you crazy?
Incorrect.
Have you lost your mind? Sid. My hope is that the clone assassin already killed her. Yeah, that's my hope. But we'll see. Thanks, Gonk. I appreciate that. Spam's one. All right. Regardless, all my homies hate Sid. Exactly. Sid's the worst. I always get spoiled on YouTube when a new Bad Batch episode comes up, so I just never open YouTube on Wednesdays. Well, then you should just watch it as soon as it comes out. Then it won't get spoiled. You'll be the first one to watch it. Yeah. You know? Sid is the Cavalry? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Sid's the Cavalry. Why not just ruin the entire show forever? Ruin this great season you set up perfectly. Dinosaur says, no, I never liked Sid, and after she betrayed them, I was like, nope, she's off the table. I agree with that. Tech will kill Sid. Tech is also dead. Have you seen the promotional video made for the DVD of Andor and Kenobi that was posted like an hour ago? No, I have not. Is it any good? Dinosaur says, that's what I do. That's what I did as soon as I run out and watch. What? Oh, as soon as the episode's out, you run out and watch it. I get you. Sid will be in charge of the cavalry. No. Sid will destroy Tantis. Come on. Sid might have a...
I I got a bad feeling about this.
Sid might have a high enough M count to clone Palpatine? Look, Jacob, I get it. You became a member at the master level, and I appreciate it quite a bit. But you say shit like that, it gets me angry. It gets me angry. Rolo, what's up, Rolo? Says Omega will get revenge on Sid. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. I would be okay with that. If Omega goes and kills Sid, I would be okay with that. Abby says, I'm not going to watch it if Sid is in it. Oh, that's cold. I like it. Tech is the clone assassin. I'm calling it. All right, let's talk clone assassin for the last time ever. We are talking clone assassin for the last time ever. And if after the finale we're talking clone assassin, someone please clip that and put it next to me still talking about the clone assassin. Regardless, let's talk clone assassin for hopefully the last time ever. Okay, I've made this poll 1,000 times. Who is the clone assassin? Oh, that's not how you spell assassin. Assassin. Okay, there we go. Who's the clone assassin? Here are your options. You got Tech. Of course. You got Commander Cody. You got a clone of Crosshair. And then you got nobody. Then you got nobody. What do we think? Who is the clone assassin? What do we think? Poll it. I'm polling it. I'm polling it. All right. By the way, will Palpatine show up in the finale? Oh my God. That was almost 50-50. That was 50% to 49%. If the math was mathing, it would have been 50-50. We were completely split down the middle on whether or not Palpatine will show up in this finale. That is crazy. Interesting. Interesting. All right, here's my thing with the clone assassin. We've been talking about the clone assassin since before this show even started. He was in the first trailer. So we've been talking about him since before the show even started. I don't know why I'm starting to get an Irish accent. That was pretty good. Regardless, we've been talking about him since before the show even started, and it makes no sense now to make it make sense. The clone assassin hasn't been in the last 4 episodes. He's become irrelevant. So it might not even be revealed who this clone assassin is, and it might just be that we get more clone assassins brought in because Dr. Hemlock was saying that the next group of clone assassins is almost ready and they got Dark Trooper-looking armor. So it's possible that the original clone assassin that we've been talking about for weeks and 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 weeks might not even be in this finale. It might never be revealed to be someone of significance, which is an absolute bummer. Did we get Maroked again? Did we get Maroked, or will we finally see the clone assassin come back in this finale and we will get his helmet ripped off and maybe, just maybe, we will get to see his face? And will it be Tech? Will it be Commander Cody? Will it be a clone of Crosshair, or will it be just some random ass clone that nobody gives two shits about? What do we think? What do we think? We got a Tech. We got Chopper. Chopper could be the clone assassin. Jar Jar, of course. Cody. I wish it was Tech, but I don't think so. My thing with Cody is it would make the most sense and be like the coolest. Bringing back Tech after he died in season 2 would be like, okay, I guess it means a lot to the Bad Batch, but then you're going to just bring him back just to kill him off again? What's the point of that? Cody is the second biggest clone of all time behind Rex. And he just goes AWOL in season 2 and we're never going to see him again? No, we're going to get a full explanation of Cody's story, whether it's in this finale or whether it's in the next show that follows Omega and Ventress or a Clone Rebellion show. Whatever it may be, we will get an explanation as to what happens to Commander Cody, how he dies, where he goes off to, whether he became a clone assassin or not. We'll figure it out. But I hope it is Cody. If we do find out who it is, I hope it's Cody. Darth Chopper, there we go. Yeah. Dr. Hemlock says, I wonder why the clone assassin has a very robotic voice. Well, that's just the mask. His voice sounds very robotic, but it also sounds very much like Crosshair. very much. That's why the clone of Crosshair is an option here, and that's why a lot of people actually think it could be the clone of Crosshair because of the voice. Oh, very generous $1 holla. First ever super chat from Isman Borzi 47. I appreciate that quite a bit, but you didn't put anything in there. So if you have a chat, please put it in the chat, and I'll read it right away. I appreciate that quite a bit. Super chats, memberships, it's the best way to support the channel, and I appreciate all you guys so much. The members, of course, are the best supporters of the channel, and we're doing a giveaway for them today, obviously, and if you want to be a part of that giveaway, come in and steal it last second. It would be hilarious, but it would also be awesome in a way to support the channel. It starts at just 99 cents, and we have a giveaway, big giveaway coming up later on in this stream. Dinosaur says, yeah, there's some evidence that points to Tech and a clone of Crosshair. And Cody. Don't throw Cody out of that equation there. Cody is very much on that. Yeah. Republic Commando remake? Is that my impression? Because I don't think that's a possibility. Or is your chat just saying, are they going to be making a Republic Commando remake? I have not heard any word on a Republic Commando remake, but that would be amazing. That game is spectacular, but I don't know. I appreciate it. Stingray says, what if the C in CX2 stands for Sid? Oh my god.
Incorrect.
Mandalorian Legion says, with the background of the dragon gif in mind, Tech's stock has kind of shot up. Yeah, so this tweet has kind of made the possibility of the clone assassin being Tech a lot higher. You make a good point. Yeah. The Wizard Cat says, do you think that in the finale, Nala Se will appear as a villain and Sid will stab her with a knife? What show are you watching? But do I think Nala Se will die? Maybe. I think she'll probably just die in the explosion of Mount Tantis, but we'll see. Oh, Supernova with a very generous $1 holla too, but no message again. Supernova, what the hell? Put a message. If you're going to send a super chat, put a message in it. I appreciate it. Make it worth your money. Supernova says, Star Wars Game of Thrones. What does that mean? He also says, we need more Bad Batch seasons. I'll be okay with that, but this seems to be the last one. Abby says, Navarro, it would be definitely funny to see if it was Chopper. It would be funny. Dr. Hemlock, can you tell us something? Yeah, Dr. Hemlock's in the chat. Can you tell us a spoiler or something? Come on, give us some information here. Give us something. Give us a little bit of something. Mando United says, I think the latest clone assassin is a droid. Like the next one you're saying? The next thing? It could be, because eventually they do turn into droids when they turn into the Dark Trooper that we see in The Mandalorian, but I don't know. I don't think so. Mr. Domicile himself, yeah, the domicile stuff makes it definitely look like a Tech clone, or Tech brought back to life is under that mask. Supernova says Irish accent for Captain Man. For Captain Man? Who's Captain Man? Since you sent it to the super chat, I'll do my Irish accent again. But I got to lock in. Hang on. I don't even remember how I did it. What was I saying that I did it? Damn, I can't just snap into an accent like that. Top of the morning to you. Did they say that? Top of the morning to you. Thomas Shelby. Thomas Shelby's not Irish, is he? Thomas Shelby? I don't know. I had it before. This is why you live stream. This is why your live streams are the best. I appreciate that. Sorry, I appreciate that. Jackie says, I'm ready to cope because the next amazing Digital Circus episode comes out in 2 days, and this bloodshed finale. I don't know what the Digital Circus is, but that sounds cool. Yeah. Your arrogance blinds you, Master Yoda. Alex says, what's up? Just arrived. What are your thoughts on the finale and an unexpected twist? I could definitely see a few twists happening in this finale. I just don't know what it could be. We've been going for 99 minutes. Let's go. 99 minutes. There we go. I just don't know what the twists and turns could be. Obviously, I think Hemlock and his gas are going to be a big part of it. Not his farts, but his toxic gas. And the Zilla Beast, obviously. Surprise appearances, I think, are going to be very small and probably not be there at all. I don't think we're going to see Palpatine unless it's in an epilogue, or Ventress unless it's in an epilogue, or even Vader or anybody like that. I don't think we're going to see those people. I think this is just going to be solely about the Bad Batch and their story and how it's coming to an end. Yeah. Do you think that in the finale, Nala Se will stab Palpatine in the back? No, I do not. There's plenty of evidence that points to Tech and the clone assassin being Tech and a clone of Crosshair being the clone assassin. There's less so for the clone of Crosshair, but there's more so for Tech. I'll give you that. Yeah. Abby says, what are your thoughts on if they make a spin-off? Okay, that's perfect segue to where I want to go next as well. So thank you, Abby. Let's talk about that. What is coming next? So I just ended this poll, by the way, and it says, who's the clone assassin? 37% of you think Tech. 25% say nobody. 24% say Commander Cody, and only 12% say clone of Crosshair. But let's pull this up. The Bad Batch is likely to set up the next animated show. As this one comes to an end, it's not just like it's not just like Star Wars animated shows are going to be gone forever. We're going to get the next animated show as well. So what does that show look like? Let me ask you guys. I think there's two major possibilities of what they could be. And I think it's Clone Rebellion show following Rex and clones and how he's saving clones. And the next one would be Omega and Ventress show, and it would be like the Jedi Hidden Path type deal. They're saving Jedi who survived Order 66, and it connects Quinlan Vos and all the other Force users in the galaxy. So I think those are probably your two best options. Obviously, that relies on who survives this finale. If Omega dies, that show's out of the picture. And even if the Bad Batch survive, then that's probably out of the picture as well. Now, I see Tales of the Clones, Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Empire, Tales of the Sith, Tales of the Clone, Tales of the Bounty Hunter, Tales of the anything is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a full-formed, multi-season show of a animated show. That's kind of what we're talking about here. So, what do you think is going to come next? What do you think the Bad Batch finale will be setting up? Or let's do, which do you think the Bad Batch finale will be setting up? Which do you think the Bad Batch finale will be setting up? An Omega and Ventress show? Or a Rex Clone Rebellion show? Whoops. How do you spell rebellion? Rebellion. There we go. Rebellion show. Which one do you think this is going to set up? And oh my goodness, Sunny in the house with a very, 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 very generous $10 holla. Holy shit. Sunny Lar, the professional martini drinking blogger, says, I think the clone assassin is a cross between Tech and Crosshair DNA. I'm hoping that all the Bad Batch survive, and I love your channel. Well, Sonny, I love you for the very generous $10 holla. I appreciate that quite a bit. The clone assassin being a combination of Tech and Crosshair's DNA, that's actually not a horrible theory, because if you think that Tech is still dead and he's not going to come back from the dead, then we know that they found his body at least. So the Empire gave the Bad Batch back his goggles, so it's likely that they still have his body, and they could have used the DNA from his dead body to create a clone assassin that has the abilities of Clone Force 99. And of course, they had Crosshair on standby. So that's actually not the worst possibility. And I have heard that before, where it could be a combination of all the different Clone Force 99 abilities and something like that. But I like it. I like it, and I appreciate the $10. It's very, 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 very generous. Absolutely very generous. Jackie says, do you think the Clone Rebellion cinematic battle of the Clone Saga should be an animated movie? But that might be expensive, or a 3-part special? Do I think the Clone Rebellion cinematic battle of the Clone Saga. What is that? I don't know what that is, Jackie. Rose says, Clone Rebellion and a Hidden Path show mixed into one. And maybe it's called Fugitives of the Empire. Yeah, the name of it would be pretty difficult to come up with, honestly, if you ask me. Omega Adventurous show doesn't really sound that great. A Clone Rebellion show sounds pretty cool. Like Clone Rebellion as the name would be awesome. It's a cinematic. I don't think I've ever seen that cinematic. Sounds pretty cool, though. But yeah, I really don't know what they would call the next show, but I think the most likely possibility is the Omega Adventurous show. But it seems like you guys think that it's probably going to be setting up a Clone Rebellion show. We're about 60-40 on that poll. Tales of the Sith. Thanks, Daniel. I appreciate that. Todd says, Omega and Boba Fett show. Well, that's the thing. If it's an Omega Adventurous show, you can really dive into the underworld of Star Wars. You can dive into the current state of the Hidden Path and the Rebellion and the clones themselves. Omega still has the connection to Rex, and I think Echo will survive as well, so she'll have the connection to Echo too. So you'll get to see the underworld of Star Wars. You'll get to see the Clone Rebellion at the same time, but you'll also get to see Boba Fett, like you just said, because Boba Fett is the brother of Omega, just like all the clones are brothers and sisters. But Boba Fett is the only other unaltered clone of Jango Fett, just like Omega is. So they don't have the accelerated aging, and they're not built to be clones with inhibitor chips in their heads and stuff like that. So I'd love to see Omega and Boba Fett meet, but that might not happen if Omega dies in this finale. Yeah. Anton, what's up? Says Echo will be the has the white shiny armor, and just like when all his brothers from Domino Squad died, Echo will have lost the headpiece. Even lost the headpiece. What do you think will happen to Echo? Again, I think Echo will survive. I think he will survive this finale. I just don't see him dying. I don't see the reason for him to have to die. Put it that way. But yeah, he is in the Stormtrooper armor, and he's lost his old armor. That's true. True. Good point. They could have just harvested Echo's DNA. Yes, exactly. Tales of the Tantis? Probably not, because Tantis is most likely going to blow up in this finale, but we'll see. Actually, let's ask that. Should we ask that? Should we leave that poll up, or should we ask another question? This is the stream of polls, I think. Let's pull it up. Why not? We're ending this poll. We're ending the poll. Do you think that the Bad Batch finale, which do you think the Bad Batch finale is setting up? And 66%, nice, 66. Oh my God, the math is mathing. The math is math. Sound the alarms. The math is mathing.
This is where the fun begins.
66% of you guys, and of course it was mathing when it's 66%. 66% of you guys want the Clone Rebellion show, and 34% think the Omega Adventurous show. But let's pull this up. Shit, now I forget what I was going to pull up. What was I going to pull up? Fuck. Oh, Tales of Tantis. Yeah, that's what it was. Do you think Tantis will blow up in the finale? Yes or no? Do you think Tantis will blow up, or will it remain intact, but the Empire either has to flee the scene, or the Zillo Beast kind of destroys it from the inside type deal, doesn't really blow up? Because I actually think if it does blow up, then it's unlikely that we will see it in the future. But if it doesn't blow up, then Thrawn could come back to Tantis, back in the Mandoverse. That'd be pretty wild. I really have to pee right now, guys, and I want to keep the stream going a lot longer. Would you guys mind if I just left for like 2 seconds and peed and came back? Would you guys mind? Would you guys mind? Should I leave you guys with something to talk about? Should I leave you guys with the most heart-wrenching question? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, it seems like you guys are okay with it. All right, let me ask you guys this while I go to the bathroom, okay? Okay, I'll be super fast, okay? Here's the question while I go. You guys can debate on this. Omega, hear me out. In live action, yes or no? Talk about it. Will she be in The Mandalorian? Will she be in the Book of Boba Fett Season 2? Will she be in live action? Will she make it that far? What do we think? Did I make it? I made it.
Hello there.
Okay. Whew. I've never sprinted that fast to go to the bathroom before. That was wild. Okay. What's up with the bananas in the chat? What's going on here? What do we do? What are we doing? Did you guys take over the chat or something? What's going on here? Did we talk about live action Ahsoka? Yeah? I mean, Omega? Whew. Jeez. Whew, I was zooming. You guys are the absolute best. None of you left? Holy shit. You guys are the best. Look at that. Now I can drink the rest of this big-ass cup of water and not have to pee. All right. Where was I? Oh, we were talking about will Tantis blow up in the finale? 96% of you say yes. This is one of the highest polls we've had in a long time. Almost 100% of us think that yes. Why are we saying banana and orange? What is going on? Stop this. You got pranked, LOL. What is going on? I missed something. I'll catch up on the chat, don't worry. All right. Where was I? The second batch? What's up, Mr. Joe, what is up? How we doing? Where was I? Sonny says, I think Tech is alive and is in the vault, a part that we haven't seen yet, and I think he's going to be rescued. Well, actually, to your point here, Sonny, some people actually think that this is the only scene from any of the trailers that we haven't seen yet. The only scene. And it's Omega in this corridor looking at something. And some people believe that she's looking at Tech, possibly in a back to tank, or possibly like still being strung alive or something like that. Possibly. All right, enough of the fruit. Enough of the fruit. No more fruits. So maybe. The wizard cat, not the lizard cat, says, I hope that in the end, all the Bad Batch are on Pabu, having some cocktails with Rampart. Ooh. I don't think that's going to happen. Salty nut roll? Yeah, exactly. See how many of you guys know what that means. Salty nut roll, yeah. Darth salty nut roll. Let's talk about Rampart for a second. First of all, let me preface, I don't think that's going to happen. The Bad Batch all just sitting on Pabu at the end, just having a cocktail, celebrating their victory. That's not going to happen. But let's actually talk about Rampart, okay? Let's talk about the former Vice Admiral. He just got captured by the Empire, the people who imprisoned him before. How is this going to end for him? How is Rampart going to come out of this? Is he going to die in the finale? Is he going to live in the finale? Even if he lives, is he going to go off back to prison? Or is he going to be free? Is he going to join the rebellion that doesn't really exist? Where does Rampart go? What do we think? All right, what's the prank? I got to know what the prank is. Let me catch up on these chats. But tell me what you think is going to happen to Rampart in the chat, okay? Navarro says, they might pick up Sith completely differently. Link with the upcoming Mando movie. I don't know what that means. Rampart has the best scream. Oh yeah, it's the scream from all the Star Wars movies though. Joe says, I would love to see a clone show which somehow incorporates the micro series from 2003. That would be kind of cool. I grew up on the micro series and I absolutely loved it, hoping they do something to sort of remake or tribute to it. Well, I don't think they'll make a clone show about the Clone Wars. I think it will be a Clone Rebellion show about the aftermath of the Bad Batch. I don't think it'll be continuing that. Yeah. Let's invite Rampart to Six Flags. Let's do it. Why not? If Wrecker dies, I hate this show. JK, I love this show. If Wrecker dies, it'll be a bummer. But I don't think there's anything that could happen in... let me rewind before I even finish that sentence. There's a lot that could happen in this finale that I would not like. But I think it's more likely than not this finale will stick the landing, and this third season of The Bad Batch will be unbelievable. And we'll look back and be like, holy shit, did we really get Ahsoka and The Bad Batch Season 2 and 3 all within the same sort of calendar year type deal. Because those 3 seasons were all very, very good. Yeah. Your pal Joe says, anyone who says no on this poll, I want to hear your theory. Oh, on if Tantis blows up or not? Well, my theory, if I were to say no, I think it will blow up. But if I were to say no, I'd think that Thrawn would come back. Thrawn would come back in the Mandoverse to Tantis, get some clone and stuff going, maybe make a Jorah Sabaoth, maybe make a Luke Skywalker clone, something along those lines. And then we would maybe just see in the Bad Batch, the Zilla Beast just maybe destroy the inside of Tantis a little bit, cause some havoc, and make the Empire leave. And then Palpatine would be like, okay, I got to get out of here. I'm going to Exegol. Yeah, we got to get out of here. What about the other mountain? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Sonny says, Hemlock will survive and be in the next animated show with Rex and Echo. I'm hoping that Wrecker, Hunter, and Crosshair will go to Pabu and live out their lives. It's not going to happen. I think they're all goners. I mean, maybe they're trying to just set us up for this massive twist where there's a massive happy ending. But guys, every single tweet from Jennifer Cobert and Kiner Music is all about them dying. So unless this is one just massive conspiracy where they're all just going to be like, ha ha, gotcha, then I don't see a world where they all come out of this alive. I just don't see a world. By the way, we're at 99 viewers. Clone Force 99. Let's get it. Regardless, I just don't see a world where they all survive this ending. I don't see it. I don't see it. But maybe. Wash your hands. I wash my hands. They're still kind of wet, actually. Good mics urinate often. You guys are crazy. All right, here we go. Y'all, let's prank him. All right, what was the prank? Hurry, well, he's gone. What was the prank? I don't get it. You guys just all started to name fruits at the same time? Okay. No Omega in live action. No, Boba Fett is not happening for a season 2. No. But don't you think that Book of Boba Fett deserves a second season? Here's the thing. I think Book of Boba Fett season 1 was a lot better than a lot of people think. The Mando episodes obviously carried hard, but even the Book of Boba or the Boba Fett episodes weren't bad. The flashback stuff with the Tuskens was really cool. The train heist and him teaching them all how to do all that stuff. That was cool. Him getting out of the Sarlacc pit was cool, but even the stuff that happened with Cad Bane in the Pikes in the real time was also kind of cool. Yes, we had the stupid Vespa gang. Yes, we had the stupid spin. But other than that, the Mando stuff, like that 5th episode was peak. Let's be honest, peak. Let me ask you guys in the chat. Give me a 1 if you think the Book of Boba Fett was good. Give me a 2 if you're like, nah, that was bad. 1 is the Book of Boba Fett was good. 2 is no. No. Let's see where you guys are at. Because I think a second season is warranted and would be really, really cool. Because you could dive into the underworld of Star Wars and you could see a live action Omega and maybe some other stuff too. Look at all those 1s. See, the Book of Boba Fett gets too much shit. Yeah. It was really Mando season 2.5. It was, but that's not a bad thing. Like those 2 episodes were like Mando season 2.5 with Din Djarin getting the N1 and the Luke Skywalker training Grogu episode. But those were like, how can you complain about that? That Luke training Grogu episode is one of the best pieces of any Star Wars content we've ever seen with our own 2 eyes. And that might not even just be an opinion. Like, that is my opinion, obviously, but it is that good. Yeah. Yeah. At this point, I don't think she will appear in live action. It would be awesome to see her in live action. How do we prank him? Okay, here we go. What's the prank? What was the prank? I don't know. So you guys didn't even come up with a prank. Let's chant Chopper, and that's not what even happened. Or actually, some of you did chant Chopper. That's funny. That's funny. Who came up with the fruit thing? We're going nuts tonight? Yeah, you're going nuts tonight. Oh, we're at the 2-hour mark? Let's do the giveaway. Should we do the giveaway? Let's do the giveaway. All right. So for all you amazing members, if you guys are not a member, this is your last chance. It's only 99 cents. Join right now before you have no chance anymore. For those of you who are members, which I believe we have 54 members now, which is absolutely insane. 54 members. Let me check. Let me double check it. 54 members. Okay, so last chance to join, become a member right now. If you see your name on this list, hold the list. There we go. See the name. If you see your name on this list, I'll scroll slower. Hang on. This is the bottom of the list. This is number 1. Finn Wickens is number 1, and then we go all the way up. If you see your name on that list, all the way up to Jacob, who is the most recent member, you have instant access to join this. You are instantly put into this giveaway of 5 different pop figures. One of Echo, one of Hunter, one of Crosshair, one of Tech, and one of Wrecker. Okay? So we are going to... One second. Mike, what number am I? Well, since you rejoined, I think, Joe, you are towards the top of the list. I don't really know what number specifically, but so 1 to 54. And of course, as you guys know, we got to spin that wheel. So last time we spun, it was only 21 people. Now we have 54. That's absolutely crazy. The members are the best around here. 54. Holy crap, that's a lot of numbers. So you got a 1 in 54 chance to win 5 different pop figures. That's pretty good. I'll give it like 2 seconds for anybody if they want to join, become a member really quickly to come and try and steal it from anybody else. That would be hilarious. But it does not look like anybody's going to, so... All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. All right. 1 in 54 chance. Here we go. Can we get some spin that wheels in the chat, please? Can we get some spin that wheels in the chat?
This is where the fun begins.
All right, let's spin this thing. Spin that wheel. This is for the first one, by the way, which is Hunter, obviously. Hunter's number 1. Oh, shit, you guys can't see this. Spinning the wheel. Number 6. That's an early one. All right, let's go see number 6. Oops, that's the chat. Go all the way down to the bottom. Finn is number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jessica Fasten. Hit me up on DMs. I don't think she's in the chat today, but hit me up on the DMs. You got the Hunter pop figure. First to go was Hunter. Now we got Tech coming up next, but Hunter goes to Jessica. I'm going to have to write this down or I'm going to forget. So Jessica got Hunter. All right, next up we got Tech. Let's spin that wheel again. Let's do it again. So actually Jessica can't win 2. We've gone over this before. She can't win 2. So spin the wheel. Spin it! Spin the wheel! 31! Oh my god. Gotta count up. Oh shit. 31 from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is Mace. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 is Honey Badger. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 is the Watchman. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. It was 31, right? 31 is Melissa Skywalker. Oh, yeah, Melissa. I appreciate that quite a bit for being a member for this long, obviously. And Melissa's a very active person on the channel. So hit me up, Melissa. You won the Tech Pop figure. Hit me up on Instagram DMs, in the Discord, wherever you're at. Hit me up for that. All right, now moving on to, who's number 3? The Crosshair pop figure. All right, here we go. Hang on, let me write down Melissa. Spin the wheel. Equals Melissa. Okay, Crosshair now. 51. Okay. Crosshair. Here we go. 51. I'll just count down 3 from the top. Oh, damn it. I keep clicking on the wrong one. All right, back to the top. Here we go. 54, 53, 52, 51. KG. What do we think? Hit me up in the DMs. Hit me up on anything, KG. You have won the Crosshair 1 equals KG. All right, next up we got, who's next? Wrecker, and we're going to end it with Echo. So Wrecker's next. Wrecker. Let's spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, right in the middle. 27 27. All right, let's go. Oh, damn it. I keep clicking on the wrong one. 27. Well, if Melissa was 31, so we got 30, 29, 28, 27. He be king! He be king. He be king. Hit me up in the DMs. Hit me up in the DMs. I can only get it out to you guys if you guys hit me up, because I can't obviously send it to you guys without any information. So you guys got to hit me up or else you didn't win anything. Okay? All right. The final one is Echo. And Echo is, I guess, best for last. I don't know. Echo's most likely to survive the series, so we kept him last. Spin the wheel. I love the sound of the wheel. It's very cool. Ooh, an early number. 14. Interesting. Who is number 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is Mace. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, wait, it was 14, right? 14. It was 14? Was it 14? Somebody help me out. Was it 14? Was it 14? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, it was 14, right? It was 14? Was it 14? I think it was 14, right? Guys? Somebody? I think it was 14. It was 14? Okay. Barbara, you got the Echo one, so let me write that down. Barbara. Awesome. Okay, cool. That is the winners of Zed giveaways. Again, becoming a member is the best way to support the channel, and the giveaways are just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger as the channel keeps on growing and we keep getting more members. Again, like I've always said, I want the giveaways to eventually, it was 14? Okay, cool. To eventually be like a lightsaber, like a full-on big item type deal, like a couple $100 of a very high-end lightsaber, something like that. Maybe like a helmet like the, oh, Boba's not there anymore, like the Boba Fett helmet behind me right here, or like even a chopper or something like that, something really, really cool. But we got to get a little bit higher in the members category to get to something as cool as that. So congratulations to all those people. Every member is very valued around here, so I appreciate all you guys more than you'll ever know. And yeah, let's get back to business before we get on out of here, as we've already passed the 2-hour and almost 10-minute mark. Let's talk Bad Batch Season 3 finale predictions before we get out of here, okay? I need your most wild predictions for this finale, twists and turns that you might think could possibly happen in hopefully an hour-long episode. What do we think? Let me make sure we went over everything I wanted to go over. People who could appear. We went over Palpatine. We went over Saj. We went over Rex. We went over all that. We went over who will die. We went over Clone Assassin. We went over the run times. Tales of the Empire trailer. We did the giveaway. We did the next animated show. Oh my God, we did so much today. All right, so drop your craziest predictions in the chat. What do we think is going down in this finale? Craziest. I mean craziest. Plot twists, massive things, Hemlock's green smoke, the Zillo Beast eating his head off. Like, what do we think's going down in this finale? Speak now or forever never have a prediction for the Bad Batch ever again, because it comes out in like 13 hours, 12 hours, whatever it is. Actually, less than that, 11 hours. Yeah. Sonny says, I'm so sad to see the series end. It's one of the best series on Disney. I absolutely agree. I think this show is probably one of the best, if not, I wouldn't say if not the best. Not yet. But if it sticks the landing here, this season in particular will be one of the best seasons of any Disney Star Wars show. 100%. It is sad to see it go, but I expect a very, very good ending. Yeah. General Grievous says, Zillo Beast eats everyone except for Omega. Eats everyone? That's a pretty crazy theory. Darth Maul is showing up. That's a crazy theory. Darth Maul showing up would not make any sense, but we'll see. The finale is at least 1 hour plus. I hope so. I really, 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 really hope so. Yeah. Rose says, FYI, we saw that clip, the Omega clip. She's looking at Crosshair's cell. She's wearing her medical uniform, so she's not a prison uniform. What? Oh, you're right. I just thought it was the same. Oh, okay. But she's not in the... Oh, maybe she is. Interesting. Good catch, Rose. Good catch. In the clutch, what's up? Says Omega dies. Omega dies? Should we pull up whether or not Omega dies? I want to see what you guys think about this. Because Omega is like the most likely, I think, to be the one who survives. But let's pull it up. Will Omega die? Yes or no? Simple, easy, yes or no. Will Omega die? What do we think? I just don't see her dying. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I just don't see them killing off Omega. TJ in the house. What's up, TJ? Glad you're back. I'm doing well, TJ. I am. I really, really am. Omega is the only survivor of this battle. Those are very... Literally, one comment after the next is completely the opposite. In the clutch says Omega dies, and the very next one is Popo09, who says Omega is the only one who survives the battle. Omega taps into the Force sensitivity. Oh, will Omega use the Force? Will we see anybody wield the Force in this finale? Because if it's not Omega, it could be one of the Force-sensitive kids. Could be the little kid who we've already seen use the Force. The littlest kid. What's his name? Baron, something like that. We could see him wield the Force. That would be pretty wild. Yeah. David says, oh, as I just read that, Dinosaur says, a show based off of the clones, like the Bad Batch, but before the Bad Batch. You mean the Clone Wars? What? What? If Omega dies, I might cry. Maybe. Mando United says, there is a Mama Zilla Beast in the other mountain, and she will break out and Omega lets the baby one loose? That's crazy. Well, here's the thing. The Zilla Beast in the Clone Wars dies, and Palpatine says to clone it. Tells Dr. Bowl, who's the scientist on Coruscant, to clone the Zilla Beast. That could mean that there's more than one Zilla Beast roaming around Tantis right now. There could be multiple Zilla Beasts on Mount Tantis. It's possible. It's Byron, maybe something like that. I don't know. Byron will use the Force. Baron will use the Force. I could see it. They will go and live on Pabu. I love the optimistic people, Maggie. I love the optimism from you guys. I do. But it's going to be a sad end. Dylan says, the little furry dude, Baron, will tame the Zilla Beast as Grogu tamed the Rancor. It's possible. That would be cool. I don't know if people will be down for that, though. This little random furry child taming a Zilla Beast. Jackson says, the Bad Batch locks in and saves everyone. But do they die? If they lock in and save everybody and save the day, are they going to die? Omega will die, and they will join a rebel cell, and they will all die? Well, eventually they all die of old age or something. You're absolutely right. Luciano, what's up, says, Cody revealed to be the clone assassin, gets broken out of his programming and injured in Rex's arms with regret of killing him. His general, Rex, shows Kenobi's warning message to the Jedi and dies with no guilt. So you're saying that Rex kills Cody. Let me see if I follow here. And Cody shows him Kenobi's warning message to the Jedi? That'd be pretty wild. Alex says, are you going to get emotional if anyone dies? I really don't know. You don't know until you see it, obviously. Like watching Hayden come back in Ahsoka, like that was something. I don't know. It's kind of, for me, music hits me differently than other people, I think. So it's going to all come down to Kiner, I think. Whatever the Kiner bros have cooked up, we'll see how it hits me. Yeah. TJ says, I hope the tech does not come back from the dead. I agree with that. I think it's too late now to bring Tech back, and I wouldn't want to see him just come back and die at the same time. Yeah. Alex says, Wicket and his gang are going to show up and defeat Hemlock and the Zilla Beast and eat the stormtroopers. The Ewoks save the day again? That would be awesome. Sign me up for that. Sign me up for that one. Everyone dies and the galaxy implodes. There we go. Jackson says, I never got to Omega meet Boba Fett. What? I never got Omega to meet Boba Fett? Well, if Omega dies, then she never would have got to meet Boba Fett, yes. But if she doesn't, then we'll see. James says, I think all of the members of the Bad Batch will die, but Omega and the Zilla Beast is free and lives on the planet. Rampart gets his revenge, and we learn what is in the vault and who the clone assassin is. And Omega uses the Force. Whew, that's a lot. Hang on. All the members of the Bad Batch will die, but Omega. The Zilla Beast will be freed and live on the planet after Tantis gets blown up. Rampart will get his revenge. On who? The Empire? Maybe. We will learn what is in the vault, hopefully, what was in those Bacta tanks that Palpatine was looking at. That would be great. We'll get to learn what was in the vault and who the clone assassin is. I really don't know. I think they're just going to move on from the clone assassin that we saw throughout this entire season, and they're just going to go to a new one that looks cooler and acts cooler and is cooler. But Omega using the Force is an interesting one. Do you guys think that Omega will use the Force in this finale? If she does, I can already see the fandom going absolutely crazy, going, oh my God, everybody uses the Force now. It's not even like, I can already see it. So I would hope that she doesn't. She has no training other than the very, very little stuff that we saw with Ventress. So I don't think she should. But we'll see. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. She does beast mastering. I think she could tame the Zilla Beast, but that's not really like using the Force. More so what I'm saying is like she Force pushes something or Force pulls something or something like that. Yeah. James, I'm going to lose it. James says, I mean, Sabine used the Force and that made no sense. Well, I mean, if by made no sense you mean 15 years of training with Kanan Jarrus and Ahsoka Tano and just 15 years of experience with a darksaber and a lightsaber and training with Ezra's lightsaber and all the training we saw on screen and heard about off screen and yeah. Then yeah. Made no sense. Made no sense. Maybe it's just because I'm a really big fan of Rebels, but every time somebody says that, it really gets to me. It really gets to me. Maybe. Jeannie from Tahini says, die? What? No. Live forever with the clones. No? What? Omega is too important to die? Yeah. Sonny says, it's tough because Hemlock's experiments didn't work, so I'm inclined to say yes that she does die to save them all. Yeah, because she's too important to the cloning process? Yeah, maybe. Dinosaur says, she was the whole point of the show. To kill her off would just be dumb. Well, that's not the whole point of the show. The show is called The Bad Batch. It's about the Bad Batch. Clone Force 99. So them all coming to an end. Yes, it would make sense that this is setting off Omega to be in a big part of the future. But we'll see. James, I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. It doesn't actually get me that angry. It just makes sense to me, you know? To me. Jackson says, we never got to see Omega meet Boba Fett. Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah, we didn't, but I don't think she's going to die, so I think there's still an opportunity for that. And by the way, 83% of you right now say no, Omega will not die. So, there you go. Yeah. Omega will survive. I agree. Tech will kill the Bad Batch. That would be wild. Baylan Skoll sighting? That would be crazy. What if Baylan Skoll's in Tales of the Empire? Hang on. This just popped into my head, and I gotta just ask. Baylan Skoll is a survivor of Order 66. He leaves the Jedi and kind of goes on his own path. What if he maybe comes into contact with either Morgan Elsbeth or because Morgan Elsbeth obviously knows him in the future and hires him as a hired mercenary, or the Inquisitors try to hunt him down as a Jedi who survived Order 66. That would be wild. Maybe. Hell of a tissue box in hand, yeah. David says, Ventress shows up and explains how she survives Dark Disciple. I thought that was going to be in Tales of the Jedi Season 2, and maybe it still is, but I don't think she'll explain it in this finale. That's for sure. I have no clue how Rex is going to get Kenobi's message to Cody, so never mind. Oh, okay. I wonder if Rex is really going to show up to Tantis. I just don't think he will. Unless he's a glorified Uber driver, I don't think he'll join the fight. You know? He's not going to imagine, but it's not going to happen. But imagine if Palpatine shows up and tortures the Bad Batch using Force lightning, and then calls in Vader to finish them off and take Omega away with him. Imagine it was just like the most devastating ending ever. Palpatine comes in, picks up Omega, takes her to Exegol to be tortured for the rest of her life, and then the Bad Batch all just die. That would be wild. Yeah. The music is a real punch in Star Wars in all manners. Yeah, it is. Tarkin returns to clean up Hemlock's mess. I could see that. Yeah. Crosshair has another inhibitor chip thingy and is unwillingly turns on everyone right as everything is going well. I could see that, for sure. I could definitely see that. Pop the Bounty Hunter Collector, what is up, says, you're happy Bad Batch Eve. Happy Bad Batch Eve. Is pretty wild that this is the last episode of the Bad Batch. Maybe nobody dies in the finale. Maybe Tech dies again, and that's it. That would suck. The Zilla Beast could be the one in the Kylo Ren comic. Well, that's what I mean. There's more than one Zilla Beast, and maybe they cloned this Zilla Beast multiple times. Because yes, there is a Zilla Beast in the Kylo Ren comic. True. Bro and Sis, that's a crazy name. How do you make your name like that? Says, how would a clone rebellion play out in the finale in your thoughts, since talks of an uprising were discussed in Season 2? Well, there's clones in Tantis, and that's why the Bad Batch are there, to break out Omega and the other clones. So these clones will be broken out, and there'll be some sort of uprising from inside, but maybe Rex shows up with the other clones that he's got with Hauser and Gregor and Wolf and whoever else, and they maybe come in as well. So maybe that's sort of your clone rebellion, but I really don't think that's how this is going to go. I think the Bad Batch are on their own in this one. Stingray says, I totally relate to you on the music thing. I cannot watch Tech's death, but I can watch it if there's no audio and music. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Echo says, what's up, Echo says, at the end, everyone dies, and then the screen goes to black and shows Cody staring off in the distance, while Rex says, everything all right, brother? And Cody says, everything all right, brother? And Cody says, yeah, just a weird vision. The end. The whole thing's a dream. The biggest cop-out in all of cinema? No. All the kids are going to go work together and tame and talk to the Zilla Beast. I think Omega might actually get all these kids to like all together tame the Zilla Beast. That would be wild. Do you think Omega will meet Palpatine? No. Because if she does, then she has to die. Because Palpatine will know that she's so important to his Project Necromancer, and he won't stop looking for her forever. She's too important. Yeah. I really hate the fact that everyone can use the Force. Stop it with this nonsense. As much as I sort of agree with you, I don't. There's so many characters in the Star Wars galaxy. Billions, trillions, quadrillions. And so many of them can't wield the Force. And after Order 66, almost nobody can. It's very far and few between. The problem is, those characters are the coolest and have the best stories. So we follow those people. Ahsoka Tano, Luke Skywalker, Cal Kestis, Baylan Skoll, Shin Hati, Sabine, fast forward to Rey and Kylo Ren. Those are the people that we follow because they are Force users, wield lightsabers. Those are the coolest stories. There is bajillions of people in the Star Wars galaxy that don't wield the Force. We just don't focus on those people. The people like Din Djarin, the people like Bo-Katan, the people like the Bad Batch themselves. It's just we focus on those Force users. In the very moment that we don't, look at Andor. Andor, not a single person wields the Force, and it completely split the fandom into people who loved Andor and people who absolutely hated it because nobody wielded the Force. Look at the new game coming up, Star Wars Outlaws. So many people have so many issues with that game because the main character doesn't wield the Force. So as much as I agree with you, it is like we're focusing so like everybody. It feels like everybody wields the Force these days. In reality, it's not that many people. Yeah. Please, Lucasfilm, release a Sons of Dathomir miniseries. Oh, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I don't think so, but it would be awesome. Omega unlocks the Zilla Beast and says, I'm not sneaking, I'm unlocking. Steven Stanton heavily implied that Tarkin returns in the finale in an interview. Really? I could see Tarkin coming in and just like doing what he always does. Doing what he does in the Bad Batch Season 1, where he comes into Kamino and just takes over. And then doing what he does in Rogue One, where he just takes over for Krennic and takes over the Death Star. Yeah. Music is what made Star Wars. It really is, though. I disagree. Sabine is not a Jedi. I didn't say she was a Jedi. She's definitely not a Jedi. She's not being trained by a Jedi, and she's definitely herself not a Jedi. An orbital bombardment of the wreckage of Tantis by Tarkin. That would be wild. If Tarkin comes in and just blows up the facility from the sky, that would be wild. I really want to see episode 9 through 15 songs on Kevin Kiner's channel. What? Rex should make the batch go to Tantis, so I think that Rex should make what the batches did on get to Tantis. So I don't think. What? How is Rex going to know how to get there, though? That's what I'm saying. That's more so what I'm saying. This is not going to go the way that you think. Yeah, a lot of these theories that we're coming up with today in this live stream, that's almost 2.5 hours now. I figured this one was going to be long, as we had to predict an entire finale that we have no idea what's happening. A lot of the theories that we came up with today, who's going to show up, who's going to die, they might be wrong. It's possible that only Crosshair dies, or nobody dies, or only Omega dies. Like, there's a infinite amount of possibilities going into this finale, and it's very likely that all of us are wrong in one way or another. But it doesn't stop us from having fun. Yeah. Yeah. I love Andor. I liked Andor too, but a lot of people didn't like it. Yeah. Thanks, Starchip. I appreciate that. Admiral Rampart in the chat says, I survived Tantis without the help of the Bad Batch. Unfortunately, they didn't make it. Well, there you go. Rampart's in the chat and just spoiled the ending. I like it, Rampart. I hope you do survive, actually. I have high hopes for your future. If Omega doesn't die, she's definitely going to be chilling in a tube like she is scared of. You think she's going to be put in a back-to-tank or like a cloning tube? That would be horrible. Yeah, that'd be terrible. When Luthen fought against the Arrestor class cruiser, I was on the edge of my seat. That was a cool scene when he had like the little lightsabers come out of the side of his ship. That was crazy, and he did the spin. Yeah. The mysticism of the Force is the heart of George Lucas's Star Wars, and I'm not mad at more Force uses in Star Wars. Yeah, that's kind of the deal. Star Wars sets itself apart from everything else by the Force and lightsabers. So when people are like, too many Force and lightsabers, I'm like, that's why you're here, aren't you? We don't know some Jedi's fates aren't confirmed yet, like Opa Racisis. I don't know how to say his last name. The very hairy guy is what he's referring to. Yeah, true. There's a lot of Jedi from the prequels that we still don't know about. Yeah. Let's just pray and ask for a No. Okay. Andor is one of the best Star Wars shows. One of the best, I would say it's up there. It's definitely not my favorite, but I do really enjoy it, yeah. Are you streaming at 3 a.m.? Yes, we are. Of course, it's the final episode. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Would like to see some tragedy happen in the finale for real. Yeah, I know. I want a good story. I want a good ending. A great ending, actually, but I'll settle for good. Echo sent the coordinates to Tantis to Rex to free the clones. I think with the help of Emery, he can now. I don't think that's what he was doing in the last episode, but we'll see. Any ghost Jedi helping? No. Sonny says, I'm okay with Omega dying. I'm not okay with any of the members of the Bad Batch dying. Really? You'd rather Omega die than any of the other members of the Bad Batch? That's concerning. Dust Trust says, kind of sounds like you are going to say stick Omega in a clone tube. What? No, I think what they were saying was Omega is going to be put in one of the back tanks that's on Tantis in the vault because she's so important, but I don't know. Maybe a Rogue One ending could happen as well. Yeah, it's going to be a Rogue One ending. I think it's very likely it will be a Rogue One ending. Yeah. Andor and Ahsoka is better. Ahsoka is peak. Like it's one of the best. Right now, for some reason, it's not as loved as I feel it should be. Ahsoka is just so good that people don't really understand how good it is. Yeah. I feel like it'll take a little bit for people to appreciate how truly impressive Ahsoka was. All right, let me end this poll. 81%, the math is not mathing, but 81% of you do think that Omega will survive the finale, and 18% say she will die. Interesting. Remember everyone chanting one way out, one way out? Oh, yeah, that was great. That was fantastic. Andor was great. I can't wait for Andor Season 2, because Andor Season 2 is going to have a lot more involved, just like Jacob said with K2SO, and maybe even seeing Krennic and Vader and some other people. Like, it'll be a lot better. Yeah. Oh, I get you, Dust. Andor Season 2 will really be the beginning of the Alliance. Yes and no. We're seeing the beginning of the Alliance, honestly, in the Bad Batch right now. It takes a long time for it to sort of form, but yeah. It will be the beginning of the official Rebel Alliance. True. If Rex doesn't show up, then it confirms a Rogue One ending. Yeah, so as we're watching through this episode tonight, we're going to realize what theories are coming true and what aren't. If Rex is there immediately, then we're going to be like, okay, this is going to be an all-out war. Some people might die, some people might survive. If Rex doesn't show up for a while, we're going to be like, the Bad Batch are on their own. It would be cool if Rex brings Delta Squad to fight against Scorch. I'm guessing Delta Squad would still be with... maybe. Right now I'm watching Andor... I'm waiting for Andor Season 2 and the animated content. Well, we got a lot of Star Wars content to come. Honestly, guys, obviously we're talking about the finale of the Bad Batch, but literally in 4 days, we're getting Tales of the Empire. Then a month later... starts the Acolyte. Like, we are not slowing down, because then you get Star Wars Outlaws and Skeleton Crew to end the year. Then you're going right into the next year with Andor Season 2, Ahsoka Season 2, and it's probably a bunch of stuff that we haven't even gotten yet. We don't even know exists yet. Hasn't been announced yet. And then we're coming up on 2026 where we're going to get movies again for Star Wars. So I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait. Can't wait for this finale. Can't wait for all of it. But we do have to get on out of here. This is an hour and 30, 2.5 hour plus long stream. Absolutely insane. We did not break the record, I don't think. Did we pass 127 people at the same time? I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Regardless, I appreciate all of you so much more than you will ever know. Huge shout out to the members. I hope you guys can DM me so I can get those things out to you as soon as possible. Huge shout out to all the people who gave those very nice super chats. It helps out quite a bit, way more than you'll ever know. And I hope my impressions were good enough for you guys for that as well. Watch out for a breakdown video tomorrow, obviously, for the finale. And watch out for a live stream at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the watch party for this finale. All right. I appreciate all of you guys more than you will ever know. Don't forget to smash the like button on this stream if you have not yet. How many likes we got? 82. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take 82. I'll take 82 all day long. I appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys. This was absolutely insane. Another wild stream. I appreciate all you guys. I can't wait. I can't wait. Am I planning on going to Star Wars Celebration in Japan next year? As of right now, I would say no. But a lot can change over the next year. A lot can change. But for right now, I'm going to say no. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. Smash a like on this video if you have not yet. Hit that subscribe. And hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a video. And my pretty face will show them the recommended feed of yours. And may the force be with you. And may God. Hopefully this Bad Batch Season 3 is amazing. Finale, I should say, is going to be amazing. But we'll find out together. May the force be with you. Always. Oh yeah, what a great stream. What a great show. Oh my goodness. This was absolutely wild. I cannot wait for this finale. And I'm sure you guys can't wait either, but I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate you. No. I appreciate you guys. Stop that. I can't wait to get spoiled tomorrow. Then just watch it right away. Just watch it right away. Long live. Wait, what? Long live the succession of the Empire. This was one of the longest live streams we've done in a very, 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 very long time. Might be one of the longest ever. 2 hours and 37 minutes is crazy. I appreciate all you guys way more than you will ever know. This was quite the great stream, I must say. We just keep topping ourselves with all these streams. It's pretty wild. Pretty damn wild. Well, I guess I gotta get out of here, huh? Guess I gotta get out of here. If you guys are not yet in the Discord, go check out that Discord in the description below. And of course, think about becoming a member. It would be very, very nice of you. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, great rest of your lives, and good night, everybody.